800-781-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Friday, May 9th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 71. In hour one of today's show, we'll take a final look into the upcoming baseball series between the LSU Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo! What's good? Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All Louisiana. Everywhere, anywhere that you're listening from, let us know in the Bayou Ferd YouTube chat. Go to youtube.com/1045 ESPN and get involved if you want to come hang out today. I'm T-Bob Hebert, he's Jake Kester. We got Alondra Villarreal back from vacation. We got Taylor Sharp here in studio as well. And we had a fantastic time last night and celebrating Jake's birthday at the Elite Training Academy. Baton Rouge mini Dos Equis were drunk. It was awesome. Great food. Just great people, great times. And it was killing me, Jake, to not... It was killing me to not tell you about the party, but it was all worth it in the end. You had no idea.
No, I had zero idea that anything was being planned. I was like, look, you're 40 years old. You got work. That's just kind of what it is. And you got baseball practice after the second job. And, you just go about your business. Maybe this weekend we'll do something. But no, y'all all got me. Everybody.
God, I felt so bad leaving
me
yesterday. I could tell you were a little sad because, of course, rightfully so. You're turning 40 years old, and like you said, you think like, okay, well, I'm just going to do 6 hours of radio and then go to Little League practice the second it ends. What a bummer. Like, nobody cares. I guess F me, right? And I so desperately wanted to be like, no, bro, trust me, there's something coming, but we couldn't. But it was all worth it in the end, seeing your face walk into that building where you thought you were walking into just another lug nuts practice, only to see all your friends, family, everybody else. Shout out to Katie. She really killed it. A lot of logistics went into this. And to achieve the amount of logistics while not getting caught, fantastic stuff.
Oh, I mean, I kept looking around the room, and I'd see another person like, how are they here? How are they here? How'd they make it here?
Yeah.
I had no idea Alondra was back in town.
Oh, really? You didn't even know that?
No, I didn't even know Alondra
Yeah, he was like, Alondra's here. I was like, yeah. It was killing me to, like, not say anything
Me
either.
too, dude.
Man,
Yesterday was bad.
I was dying.
I was waiting for Jake to leave after the show so badly because I needed to vent to somebody about how badly I felt.
Yeah.
But again, I guess that's that's
what
the
you do.
surprise
That's why you
party
do
way,
it.
dude. You know, I mean, I guess you have to. The pain makes the happiness worth it in the end. Whatever intrusive thoughts you had about all of us not loving you and caring about you ended up being erased in the end.
Well, the funny part was, like, I actually was pretty excited because, like, the whole week T-Bob remembered my birthday.
He was mentioning it.
I think it was.
Wednesday was the red flag. So I said your last day at 39.
Yeah, when I was like, hold up
now.
Like, he didn't see it on social media yet. And in my mind, I said, Alondra's out of town. She wrote T-Bob and Taylor, hey, it's Jake's birthday on Thursday. Y'all don't forget. I'm not going to be there to remind you. That's like 100% how I thought it went
reasonable. It's very logical and reasonable deduction.
Yeah,
I would say an assumption.
I did text them. Maybe it was the day before.
No, Alondra's been on it. Alondra has been on it. Her and Katie have been working in tandem in some aspects.
It was kind of funny because it was burner phone-like where we were only messaging on Instagram, so you wouldn't accidentally see me texting her on her phone.
Yeah, because
Smart.
Harlow always has her phone. If I saw Alondra, and then all of a sudden here's
No
somebody
doubt.
else
Like, why are
texting her. Like,
Alondra and Katie?
I mean, and it's been in the plans for weeks, and it it could have so easily leaked out in one way or another, but it did not. So shout out to Katie and everybody.
And, like,
it was
all the
super
people-
fun.
Here, look, we have the video.
Super, super fun. Oh, we got the video of him walking in?
oh, and I talked to everybody there that day, so I had no idea. Like, everybody was there. At some point, I talked with them.
Oh, that's funny.
Here it is.
Here they come. All right, here we go. Happy birthday!
What a great night.
Yeah, y'all got me. That was awesome. That was the best birthday I think I've ever had.
Hell yeah,
That was
man.
awesome.
Oh, that's very sweet. There you go, Katie. Hell yeah, clip that.
Shout out,
Send it to
Katie.
Katie. It was fantastic. So
Man, I love a surprise party.
shout out Elite. How great is Elite?
Oh, yeah, Elite's
Is
awesome.
that y'all's first time up there?
It was
No,
my. It
they
was my
went to
first
facilities.
they went.
Oh no, Alondra came to the release. Alondra was there on the opening day. Yeah. The really
Taylor,
awesome.
you don't want to support us, man?
Damn. Yeah,
The
Taylor
only one
skipped,
hadn't been there
remember?
yet.
And
I mean, I'm busy, guys.
Exactly.
Be very
I'm
honest.
surprised he made it to your surprise party last night. He's super busy.
Me? No, I come to events, guys. I mean,
Not the opening event.
Just not the grand opening that we were
I'm gonna
all
be
there.
very
except you.
honest.
Dude, I
So-
tried to joke with Victoria last night. It landed completely flat.
Oh no.
she
Do you
got a little
remember-
mad. Well,
Did
she
she
got
get
a little
mad at you for that?
So she's always like, Taylor, don't. And this was my fault because I did not relay this information to you. This is entirely on me. She was like, ask him what to wear, but like, don't mention me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I got you, I got you. And then we're all in Rivers. Me, you, and Rivers are standing right there in the hallway. And Rivers asked what to wear, but I was like, oh yeah, Victoria's kind of wondering that or whatever. She goes, did you mention me? I was like, no, I didn't need to. Rivers asked first, and I forgot I threw that in there. And T-Bob goes, hey. Victoria, you nailed the outfit. Taylor told me earlier that, that you were wondering what to wear. And Victoria's just staring at me, and I was like,
And she
it's
was like,
on me.
I
It's
thought
on
she was
me.
going to laugh. She did not laugh.
No,
I could
no.
see her. I
No.
could feel a little anger
She
towards
did.
Taylor. And I was like,
yeah, she was,
my bad.
we talked about it in the car on the way home.
No way.
Oh no.
She's like, why'd you lie about it? You told me that you didn't. And I was like, okay, initially I did not. I was like, because Rivers asked first. I was like, I just forgot about that part.
God,
And-
I cannot believe.
yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot believe that.
Right when we got there.
That is so funny. I had no idea. I thought I was just making a tiny little joke.
No.
I
You
got
caused
you in
a whole
trouble.
argument.
I thought it was funny.
Good. I'm glad I got you in
I
trouble.
mean,
It's
I
great.
think this is funny. The
Yeah,
fact
exactly.
that
I
she got
think this is even better.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
shout
look great,
out.
though.
I got to give a shout out to Brandon over at Dos Equis because I asked him like a few weeks ago, like, hey, are you
Yeah.
willing to donate some beers? So he brought some beers to Guarantee, and I went and I dropped up. Shout out to Landon here and Guarantee. He works here. He like took me to go drop them all off, and I saw Greg Stringfellow while I was
Yeah.
there, and he was telling me that he was going to go to Cincinnati for Joe Burrow's thing or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I guess
So
Joe Burrow-
Greg's the only non-foxhole guy
Well,
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Going to
very
Burrow's
non-foxhole.
birthday over Hester's.
Goes to
I mean-
QB1 instead
Oh
of
my
FB1.
God.
Instead of our FB1. So then when I went to
Cleat
go drop off
chaser.
the beer,
That's exactly right.
Big cleat chasers.
Oh.
As my mom used to say, jock sniffer.
Yeah, Greg.
so when I went to go see him, he was telling me that. And I was like, oh man, Jake's gonna be so upset. And then he told me that he was gonna like really play it up to you.
He did.
And
yeah.
he said
Yeah,
that-
just to be a real jerk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, he was.
He
was.
said that he told you like, well, since you're not doing anything for your birthday, I'm gonna go up to Cincinnati.
Yeah, he did. Like on Tuesday when I went up there.
God, Greg is ruthless,
He
It
dude.
really
Yeah.
is.
Really just twisting the knife.
Again, it's funny. I was like,
Shout
yeah,
out Brandon from just a
yeah,
second.
Yeah, shout
sure,
out
that
Brandon.
makes sense. Greg's gonna go see the quarterback. That surprises no one.
God.
I was
the
like, so
Seckies
can
were
you
great,
tell
so
Joe
shout
about
out,
me?
yeah.
Can you tell him I'm
Ooh,
strong
there's your-
and
yeah,
brought all
there's
these
your
Dos
in.
Equis in?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I know, right?
All right. Well, Happy birthday, Jake. It was an awesome party. Coming up next, let's talk a little LSU baseball. Hunt Palmer has a really good write-up on LouisianaSports.net right now about LSU's quest to be a top 8 seed and where they sit going into this weekend. And we'll get to it next here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Hey, guys, go to PelicanRoof.com. Pelican Roof is for, Pelican Roofing, right? South Louisiana's most trusted roofing company that offers unmatched roofing expertise with over 7,000 roofs completed over the past decade. They got 500 5-star reviews, and they're ready to go with plenty of storm-ready roofing solutions for the upcoming storm season. So, look, the bottom line is, if you need any roof work, and look, you get an instant quote right there online with the instant quote tool, PelicanRoof.com, or you call them up. They got dedicated employees, whether you're in offices in Lafayette and Baton Rouge, and they're ready to serve you however you need. Go to PelicanRoof.com.
Yep, go to the website, like T said. You get that instant quote tool right there on the homepage of the site. Baton Rouge and Lafayette, they have offices in both. They are in both local communities, right? So they are always doing big things throughout the communities in Lafayette and Baton Rouge. Go check them out, PelicanRoof.com. Find all the information, contact information. Again, the instant quote tool right there on the page, PelicanRoof.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday.
I still don't understand how Big Voice Lady, like when she got that note, she didn't understand. Like the sorta was supposed to be probably like the sports talk and not like us being a good show.
Not condescending.
Yeah.
The tone's kind of off on everything.
All of them.
I mean,
I'm kind of, and I was pretty bullish at first, but I've kind of turned on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we are the number 7 morning sports show in the country.
But you know what I
funny,
haven't turned on?
It's kind of a pause before 7 where she's like, no way is this true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to read it, but this is not true.
You know, what if she actually likes the show? I mean, I'd actually listen.
She probably doesn't listen.
No.
She lives like in LA or something.
Shocker.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
There you go. Freaking coastal elites. You know what?
I'm gonna show y'all her Instagram.
You know what I haven't turned on? Though?
I'm gonna get. Sorry, I know you're trying to get that joke off. Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
I'm trying to give Alondra credit for Fleetwood Mac. I'm just enjoying Fleetwood Mac.
Sorry.
No, I apologize. That's
I think we should get we all know people with great voices. I think we should get somebody else to do this show. Just have our own thing.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed. That's that's a decision. Maybe we'll run it up the flagpole and see.
Might get sent right back down.
Yeah,
but,
who knows?
All right, sorry.
Good job on the fleet. That's all I'll say.
I got you.
It's a great way to set the mood for the weekend. However, it's a very chill mood, and when you start to think about this LSU baseball weekend, chill would be one of the last words on planet Earth that I would describe it with. Because this is a weekend where you should already be nervous. It is massive stakes, super high leverage. Remember yesterday we broke down the pretty stark disparity between this baseball team at home and on the road. Well, what's at play right now? Playing at home when it matters most. In the tournament. And this weekend, when it comes to being a top 8 national seed, this weekend has the power to damn near, not fully, but we're going to give it damn near status. This weekend has the power to damn near make you or break you in terms of getting that national seed. And it's Arkansas, a team that has had your number the last few regular season series that y'all have gone toe-to-toe. Now, granted, a couple of those were a long time ago. The Baton Rouge ones were. I think it was 19 and 21. They swept you last year. Second best team in the country right now. A lock for a top 8 national seed. Arkansas is. And this one of the reasons why I love this weekend so much is it has that high risk, high reward setting juiced up to 11. You win 2 of 3, you damn near locked it up. You lose 2 of 3, you're on the outside looking in. You would have to sweep South Carolina and have a chance at it.
Yeah.
So every single, and we'll go in more detail on the resume, and that's definitely doable. But we'll go into more detail on the resume. But my God, every single pitch is going to matter this weekend.
All starting to kind of come together, too. I was like, let's go to the baseball game on Friday. Like, what do we, like, for the birthday? Let's go to the baseball game. Talking to Katie, and she's like, non-committal. I'm like, wait, like, she loves going to the box. Like, the hell? I was like, you know, we got my mom here. Like, maybe, like, Harlow doesn't have to come. Like, she can stay at home. She can come if she wants to, whatever. Like, what am I missing here? It's LSU,
Do you think y'all are
Arkansas.
going to go tonight, though? Do you think you're, is it going to rain tonight?
I never got a commitment. Yeah, it's like 90-something%.
So, again, we're going to be dealing with a delay?
Yeah. I mean, probably.
Bro.
If you play tonight, I'm thinking 9:30.
What is going on? They are, now granted, we got the incredible Tennessee moment, and it is actually more badass that happened at 1:30 a.m., but I want to see the box at full throat for a Friday night once this year. It feels like it's either been opponents that weren't exciting enough or the weather just completely screwing up every freaking week. Please, baseball gods, stop.
Yeah, somewhere between 9 and 10, looks like.
So I'm reading a book about the Vikings right now called Children of Ash and Elm.
God, I thought you were talking about Dante Culpepper and Randy Moss.
No, even though for me growing up, that's one of the most memorable football years of my entire life. Chris Carter and Randy Moss and Randall Cunningham.
Oh yeah,
that was my combination when Moss was very young, and it was Carter, Moss, Cunningham. God, they were good.
They were good.
It might have been the year where Moss had that game against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, where what was it, like 3 catches for like 180 and 3 tuds or something.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Sorry, that's what I thought you were reading.
No.
Back to sweeping South Carolina though, they got beat by Auburn 24-2 last night.
24-2.
Yeah.
24-2.
God, Auburn's pretty damn good, dude.
Auburn's pretty damn good.
So actually, that's one of the key parts in Hunt Palmer's resume breakdown on LouisianaSports.net right now is you're 2 games ahead of Auburn right now, so you're fine, but don't end up tied, right? Because y'all are competing for nationally, because they have that sweep over you. Like, you will never, you don't have a chance of getting chosen over them if you end up tied. So very tight when it comes to trying to stay ahead of them. But I guess the point is, what I was saying is, I've been thinking a lot about ritual human sacrifice.
Yeah, as we all do.
As one would. Yeah, I think about that probably twice a week.
You watch Northman too many times there, Bo.
Well, I know, and that's what got me on this book.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's not a dry book. I've been reading a lot of dry history lately, and I keep kind of stopping and starting in fits and starts. Finally, I'm like really locked in, and like I crave, I can't wait to dive back into it.
Yeah.
So that's a nice place to be. But the point is, who should we sacrifice?
Like, does it have to
My
be
instincts
baseball
say
related?
Taylor.
Oh, okay.
But the gods care so little about him, I don't know if it's going to do anything. Since it's baseball related, I feel like Musso could be pretty impactful.
I think so. I think it might have to be Moose.
Even over Hunt? Yeah, because Moose still has the most passion.
Like, Hunt's a lot taller than Moose. There's a lot more of Hunt than there is of Moose.
I don't know if the gods care about mass, though.
Okay, I was going to say,
like
I don't
actual
know if that matters
physical
or not,
mass.
but okay.
Because if we're just going love of LSU baseball, Moose is 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's a nice giant.
Like, Hunt loves it, but Hunt loves other things, I think, as much as he loves LSU baseball, like the Cubs and LSU football. LSU basketball, Hunt enjoys that as well.
Yeah.
There's nothing in this world that Moose loves more than LSU baseball.
That's true. So, unfortunately,
Moose's got to go.
It's obviously not going to be me.
You know, I think he'll actually be down.
Yeah, he would.
If he knows it's to preserve the potential of a Friday night in the box and keep the crowd, full and at 11, I think he's going to be into it.
Absolutely not.
What?
Like, should we do it? Yeah. Would he be willing to do it? No.
What do you mean?
Think so?
Not for LSU baseball?
You sacrifice things for the things you love.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure when a Jarl or whatever they used to call them would die back in the day, like, they would sacrifice their lovers.
No, I get it, but like Moose, like, he's got the season tickets. He loves going to the box. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, I'd really enjoy if that happened, but I want to be there too type situation.
What's a better seat than heaven?
Yeah, exactly,
True.
dude. We'll sell him that he can do an Angels in the outfield thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right? He can
not gonna
he
play
can like
with him.
carry
didn't like the
Stephen
movie.
Milam. Watch. We're gonna sacrifice Moose, and then like bottom of the 8th, they got a man on 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs, and they're gonna rip one. Or excuse me, top of the 8th, but they're gonna rip one, and it's gonna be going over Milam's head, but he's gonna jump 15 feet in the air and catch it, and we'll know it's actually that winged angel, Matthew Musso, carrying him to catch that ball. Just like that angel carried Matthew McConaughey in Angels in the Outfield.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Musso, Matthew McConaughey.
If I've compared them once, I've compared them a million times.
It's all coming together. Ha! Checkmate, weather gods. Better luck next time.
That's where you call them nerds.
Freaking nerds. Martyr Musso. There you go. Daniel's right.
We
Martyr
put Moose on a candle, like an icon candle.
I would actually
Put him in the dugout.
I would love to have, I would love to have a Musso candle. You can keep your Joe Burrow candles.
So mine, I have somebody that gave me one of those. They found one and they bought it and gave it to me. And I was like, I'm really sorry, but I can't keep this. And I gave it to my neighbors because those make me a little uncomfortable for some reason. So
why? Do you think they're sacrilegious or just candles in general?
The icon candles that have like celebrities on them make me kind of uncomfortable. Yeah.
But like from like a religious standpoint. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, for sure.
I was like, this was very sweet and thoughtful.
It's kind of taking the piss a little bit, isn't it?
I was like, this is very thoughtful, but I can't.
Shout out to America for getting a pope.
Oh yeah.
Guys.
White Sox fan.
Villanova, so hot right now.
So hot right now.
Knicks 2-0. Brunson, McHale, Josh Hart, and now Pope Leo, class of 1977. Chicago Pope. Yeah, and he's a White Sox fan. That's crazy.
Which okay, that's kind of like, who's a White Sox fan instead of a Cubs fan?
What do you mean?
Somebody that's not a front runner. Somebody that's got some
the Cubs
grit.
don't.
What did Jesus teach us about hanging out with the poor and the meek and the whores and the lowest of the low? Like, what are you talking about? If my Pope was a Cubs fan, I would not trust him at all. Mm-hmm. If my Pope's a Cubs fan, he's corrupt. The fact that he's a White Sox fan lets me know that's an actual good man.
Yeah.
I agree
He
with that.
roots for the underdog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The poor, the destitute.
Yeah.
Cubs
the
are easy.
losers. He does not look above them. He goes down to their level just like Jesus did. Get out of here. You want the Pope to be a Cubs fan. You want like a good, like, is Alondra, I don't watch the show. I think you do. Tutors.
Oh yeah. Tutors is awesome.
Aren't they like doing Pope stuff?
Yeah, they do Pope stuff.
But
There's
they're like super corrupt.
Yeah.
Super corrupt Pope stuff.
The Cardinal was a little crazy. Yeah.
So my point is, like, that's what Taylor wants. He wants the corrupt rich guy who's just there for the power and the status. No, I want the White Sox fan.
I mean, how much power and status do the Cubs actually have, though?
I mean, think about it.
Aren't they
The Cubs are pretty
right
iconic.
Cubs are like.
I mean, they're iconic. They don't win that much, is what I'm saying. Though. Like,
It's all very fancy, though. Wrigley, the neighborhood around,
that's fine.
very Disney-fied. Like, it's highfalutin. It is the Pharisees and the Sadducees to the White Sox, prostitutes and low men.
Did you say low man?
Speaking of
Low
the
man
Pope,
wins.
That's right.
It's actually in the Bible. The meek shall inherit the earth.
we had to run down the talk and put on the little thing to air like the announcement or whatever, like of the new Pope.
Yeah.
Right. I just think that we could make the announcement a lot better.
What? White smoke is the best.
No, it's great. I'm talking about everything after that. Because the white smoke goes and everybody's kind of waiting around. Like, I think WWE style entrance, right? Everybody has their own entrance music.
I feel like they kind of do a
Everybody
WWE
has their
style
own entrance music, though. And you just play it. Like, if it's like Pope Stone Cold, you hear the glass shatter, and everybody's like, oh, F, the new Pope's here. Like, let's go.
But, okay. The problem is they don't, you don't know the Cardinals walk-up music.
But they can you send a list.
You
put
hear
out the
the
LSU
glass
baseball
shatter and you
walkout
know
music.
it's Stone Cold.
But what you need to do is narrow it down to a final two. Be like, these are our two guys. Here's their walkout music. Let's go.
See, I was actually just about to comment on how genius the announcement process is, where it really it builds it up, and it's kind of like there were no leaks, right? Like the first time you knew that he was going to be the Pope was when they announced it in Latin. And then he walks out. So you get the white smoke, the crowd's going crazy, and you're waiting, then they come out and they start to speak in Latin, and then you hear it, and then he walks. I thought it was a really fantastic reveal.
I just think the live stream numbers could be bigger if you
watch.
You played it up
Go
a
to my
little bit.
Twitter. I made a video. Go to my Twitter and look at the tweet that talks about the Chicago Pope and play that with sound.
If you didn't include the Chicago Bulls walkout music, you did it wrong.
Let's just have a
Right,
little
like
faith.
Jake, like
have a
something
little
like
faith in your
that.
boy. Play my freaking video, Taylor. God.
Have you ever been yelled at by a man wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt?
No.
It's not just a Mickey shirt.
Donald
Got
Duck.
Donald, Goofy, and Pluto on here.
Even worse.
All right, here you go. Here's T-Bob's video.
Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum, qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem decimum quartum.
sent me one with Freebird playing in the background.
That's pretty great, too. My favorite was, Adam Schefter, as soon as the white smoke broke, Adam Schefter tweeted, white smoke. Mm-hmm. And somebody quote tweeted it with a screenshot of the Cardinals pick is in from the draft, which was really fantastic.
Very well done.
Ba-da-doom-doo-doo. Pope Leo. Shout out Leo the 14th, dude. Crazy to think America has a pope.
I don't really care either way, but I think it's so
to be a fly on that wall
in the conclave
and try to figure out how in the hell an American finagled his way to the top. I hope we get the story one day because it has got to be fascinating.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool that we have an American pope. I don't really care where the pope's from, but it's just so funny because he's not European or something.
No, look, we're young.
That's shocking.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're a young country, much younger than the papacy.
Yeah.
So I guess eventually we're going to have one, but it's just, again, I like the politics at play.
Yes.
And kind of where America stands right now, kind of how the world views us. How did he, maybe, I'm sure there were other rivals who were kind of canceling each other out. I don't know. How did he finagle his way to the top?
Yeah.
Your Chicago Pope.
Maybe he just worked in the shadows, didn't want a lot of credit. Just put his head down, went to work, got noticed.
Yeah, you hope so.
You
hope so.
Maybe
that's always the person you kind of want to lead a lot of times, right? Is the one that doesn't want the power.
What if you have Cardinal stats though?
He's young.
What they did as a Cardinal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they're really, they have resumes.
Yeah.
In all seriousness,
what does a Cardinal's resume look like?
He's from when I've read, he's known for, he's been all over the world, done a lot of good work in South America.
Yeah, because he's part Peruvian, I believe, as well.
Is he?
I think so.
See, you got to have a little Latin in you.
Yeah, he's part Peruvian.
To be the Pope, I feel like.
It's fair. You want somebody with some South American experience.
Right.
A lot of Catholics down there.
Yeah.
Lot of your members.
Yeah, what does a
Verdi's baptized 7,250 babies. He was a key part of circumcising. I think it was 12,000. No, that's a lot. Never mind. Actually, that's crazy. That's too many.
Maybe that's.
I also
maybe
don't
that's
think
why
that he was the one doing this.
I'm trying to make up Pope stats.
Okay.
I'm trying to make up what Cardinals.
I'm just saying, what if the guy shows up and they're like, Brad, you can't be the Pope. All you do is come to meetings and leave. You haven't done enough.
He forgave more sins in January of 24, or helped to, than any Cardinal in the past 10 years.
That's big.
It was a hot January. Because it was South America, so the seasons are inverted. January, summer. Isn't that weird?
No, so it's not. I don't think it's weird.
You don't think it's weird that in January it's summer? That's absolutely
not on the other side of the world. No, I don't think that's weird. No.
From our perspective,
it makes sense. I feel like it makes sense that while it's winter here, it's summer somewhere else.
It makes scientific sense, I suppose. It's still weird to me that it'd be hot. It's like you watch Bluey because they're from Australia, and the Christmas episodes they're swimming and barbecuing.
So are we.
That's weird.
True.
Well, here. No, we've had a couple cold Christmases here recently, but no, I feel you. Okay, anyway, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say when y'all weren't here, I'm gonna derail this further. Quickly,
well, this thing I'm leading the rain.
This was on my mind heavy for a whole weekend, right? And I asked Taylor and Jordan. So you know how gravity brings you to the center of the earth, right?
Yes.
We're on the northern hemisphere, so we're standing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are the people in the southern hemisphere upside down from our perspective? If we're
okay, I think that from our perspective is key because yes, from our perspective,
they would be upside down.
Even though
that's mind blowing.
But you got to think about this. We're talking about a sphere, so there is no up or down. In space, we're just in 360-degree space. There is no plane.
Yeah.
There's no up or down. Everything's round.
Yeah.
So we're not really, nobody's up, nobody's down.
So we're laying down.
No, again, there's no flatness.
Yeah.
What you're talking about requires a constant flat plane. But we're on a 360 rock.
Mm-hmm.
in 3D space. So there is no up or down.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's all relative. Now it's relative to your perspective.
Yeah.
So yes, I feel like, yes, if you're on the complete opposite side of the world to our perspective, yeah, I think it's fair to say that they're standing upside down.
Thought so.
To our perspective.
So that's why the seasons being opposite makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, look, yes, I think that makes scientific sense.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me to think about January and December and February being summer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's summer here.
Yes, I mean, again, yes, we do run into that some here. Actually, Alondra, if you really want to open up your mind, look up flat Earth. Or not flat Earth, look up donut Earth theory.
That is way dumber than flat Earth.
What do you know about the donut Earth?
Why would there be a hole
you know
in the
anything
center?
about donut Earth?
What is going on?
All right. So there's a little resume talk. We actually didn't do the resume talk.
That's what I was trying to find. I got one.
What is this?
Found one. It's too long.
Donut Earth?
No, it's the resume of the Pope.
Oh, okay. Pope resume. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do LSU Tiger resume and Pope resume when we get back. Keep
Sorry,
it
I
locked.
thought that's what you're asking for.
Off the bench.
Get Gordon and get it done. It is. We said we wanted Pope stats. Gordon McCurdy, Andrew Attorney's there for you. When you need him, go to Gordon today by calling him up at 225-888-8888 or go to the website, Get Gordon. Or follow him on social media at Get Gordon. See content with a lot of your favorite athletes, members of the G team. But look, the bottom line, you need somebody who's going to advocate for you, stand up for you, and get you what you deserve. You want real results. You what? Gordon McCurdy, Injury Attorneys, 225-888-8888.
Yep, go to the website today, getgordon.com, where right there in the bottom right corner, going to pull up a little chat with the agent right there on the homepage. You can ask any question. Going to answer it right there, but also you can check out past client results, cases they can handle for you in the courtroom, things they've already done here for your neighbors in the greater Baton Rouge area, actually throughout Louisiana, because as you know, that is where the G team is. So your area code followed by 888-8888. That's Get Gordon and get it done.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, We've only got one. You. Auctioneer Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972.
Welcome back to more sports talk with some other stuff mixed in. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Guys, massive news here. Alondra got a text and Jake looked it up online. But are we looking at a Louisiana Pope here?
That might be a step too far.
I don't think he's like from here.
No.
Well, hold on now.
But
Let Jake
his
cook.
maternal grandparents were married in 1887 at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Church in New Orleans. So it has a ton of family members from New Orleans.
Let's go, dude.
Pope Boudreaux?
Pope
That'd be cool.
Boudreaux.
That'd be cool.
That'd actually be really cool.
Pope Thibodeau. So here are...
I think it's a stretch to say he's like Louisianan or from Louisiana, though.
No, he's not from by any means,
I'm going to take it if the Pope's grandparents are from New Orleans.
Claim
like,
it.
you can get out of here.
Claim it.
That's awesome.
Are they from here or they got married here?
Does it
Well,
matter?
I mean, it says that that's where they lived.
Oh,
and-
okay.
Yeah, they lived. Yeah, it's where they had their families.
Okay.
Claim
Louisiana
I'll
Pope,
take it.
baby. Shout out to all Louisiana Catholics. That's big, y'all. All right, so we'll go one LSU baseball resume point and then one Pope Leo resume point.
1 for 1.
LSU baseball currently has 10 quad 1 wins with 6 quad 1 games remaining. Yes, that's right. South Carolina is actually quad 1. Yeah, that's insane, but road top 50, that's what it is. However, you're 10-9 overall in quad 1 games. And just because how baseball works, you're likely going to finish around 500 in quad 1. And pretty much everybody, save for Texas, that you're competing with is going to finish around 500 in quad 1.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to end up being a bit of a wash. Pope Leo spent over 2 decades in Peru, serving as a missionary and a bishop, fostering deep connections with local communities and emphasizing pastoral outreach. He's fluent in multiple languages, so he's a bit of a polyglot, allowing him to connect with communities all over the globe, including, like we said, throughout South America. LSU is currently number 8 in RPI. That's great. Don't want to fall out in the top 10. And if you win 2 of 3 this weekend, like, you're going to finish top 8 in RPI, which will matter a lot. Pope Leo, prior to his election, led the Vatican office responsible for appointing bishops. See, okay, guys, I don't know if that has anything to do with the Cardinals, but like maybe this is how he's, I remember when you gave me that appointment. Now I'm going to vote for you.
Well,
right?
Bishop's under the Cardinals, so I mean, a lot of the.
But some of the guys he appointed probably became Cardinals, right? Yeah. It showcased his administrative acumen and global perspective. He's also known for a balanced approach to church governance, aiming to bridge divides between progressive and conservative factions. Okay. We have a nice middleman there. LSU baseball, I mentioned them needing to stay ahead of Auburn. Okay, look at the top 8 right now. Who are the locks for a national seed?
Texas.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, like, Texas is the obvious answer. Yeah.
Texas and Arkansas.
I mean, I'm just thinking SEC.
6 spots left. Texas and Arkansas locked.
Florida State, North Carolina.
You're locking them up?
I mean, they got a series coming up, so that can change things if one of those teams sweeps. But I think one of those 2 teams is a lock.
Yeah.
Okay. I think North Carolina probably.
People, they've been kind of high up.
Okay, so I'll take both them out, but we'll only give them 1 spot for now. So we'll say 3 spots are taken, 5 spots left, and it's what? UGA, LSU, Auburn, Remember Auburn, guys. They had Auburn, Vandy, Oregon State.
Oregon. Yeah.
Clemson. And maybe Tennessee. They got Vandy and Arkansas. It's going to be very tough for them.
Tennessee's been reeling lately, though.
Yeah, I know.
They'd have to do something out of their norm recently to even be in the conversation.
Yeah. I think, like, these past few weeks have just been obviously not great. Is that a gnat? That you just did? It came over here. I'm confused where it's from. But
Loki once turned himself into a gnat to mess with these dwarven brothers who were trying to forge gifts for the god because he couldn't have them winning this competition because they were going to cut off his head if he did, if they won the competition. Loki also turned into a horse.
I know. The gnat came over here too, and it was bothering. And I was like, "Where is this coming from?" So he went to you next.
Did you know that Loki once turned into a horse and then got impregnated by another horse and then gave birth to Odin's horse?
Okay.
An 8-legged horse.
That's
pretty badass. Can you imagine a horse with 8 legs?
No, I can't, and I don't.
It'd trip over itself a lot.
It probably
I don't know.
I mean, 8 legs. The horse ain't no bigger.
Maybe it's a giant horse. I mean, it's an Odin horse. Probably is. Anyway, sorry, Lon. What were you saying?
No, I mean, I was just gonna say, I don't. Tennessee's just not been great the past few weeks, so their resume is not gonna add up to a top 8 national seed.
Here you go, Tay-Tay. Pope Leo chose the papal name Leo to honor Pope Leo XIII, signaling a commitment to Catholic social teaching and the rights of workers. He's a big advocate for social justice. Like we said, White Sox fans. He's among the destitute and the poor. It also says that he's recognized for his compassionate leadership style and dedication to serving marginalized populations.
Shout out Pope Leo XIV.
Love Pope. Love him. Love him. And
wonder what names you're not allowed to have.
Taylor.
Probably. I mean, probably, right? But I'm just thinking, like, he's Leo the 14th. A lot of people chose Leo, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like, what names, like...
First Leo must have been really good.
Like, yeah, like, what names have never been?
First
There
Leo
was like one Pope Urban, and I don't know if there's been another one.
Urban?
Yeah.
I think there's been a few Urbans.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure, though, on that. I'm not Catholic.
That's how I found out Urban Meyer was Catholic.
I was just about to say.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Not the best role model.
I know. That's probably
Urban
why
going.
they stopped.
They hid Urban. He had some.
Let he who is without
Vatican.
sin
He had some
throw
out
the
the
first
Vatican
stone.
issues.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, relax. You're acting like you never felt up an 18-year-old in your bar instead of going back on the team plane. Okay, relax, guys.
Can't say I've ever done.
Everybody makes mistakes.
You act like you've never kicked your kicker in practice.
He was
I mean, what are we
really
doing?
wilding when he was Jags head coach.
I
Like, he
mean,
did not
I
care.
didn't even laugh.
He did not care at all. At all.
Like, whenever he got hired, you're like, okay, is he going to be able to make the jump to the league? You didn't know how it was going to go. Nobody thought it was going to be that bad. What did he last, 10 games?
So bad.
Something like that?
Like not flying back on the team plane and then that video coming out.
Absolute just
Nobody's
"Where's
ever
Coach?"
done that.
insane behavior. Insane behavior. Like he was checked out from day one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was he married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is he
Very
still
much
married?
so.
Yeah.
She forgave that.
Yeah,
Dang.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
I mean, it was after a loss. He was upset. Like, what are you going to do?
He's just looking for some solace.
God.
Yep, we gotta go to break. When we get back, there it is. Resume breakdowns of both Pope Leo and the LSU Tigers. We still got to get to LSU softball yesterday. We got to get to Czar Nicholas Saban saving the soul of America in college football and a ton more. Keep it locked on TV.
Off the bench.
Hey, guys. So we mentioned yesterday at the party, what beer were we drinking? Dos Equis. And what a perfect beer it was to celebrate 40 years of our fullback one. 18 going on 40. And, 40 years, drink about 40 beers. Not really. But I did drink a lot. It was great. It was great. So, look, if you want to get ready for this weekend, okay, now that we're going to sacrifice moose and the box is going to be beautiful weather and you're going to be good to go, you want to go for Dos. Because Dos Equis is the perfect beer for baseball season. Grab your little salt, grab your line, take it to the next level. Have a great time with Dos Equis. Drink responsibly. Dos Equis.
Yeah, I mean, T-Bob's right. And if you've ever had one, you know that we're telling the truth as well. It is the perfect time to go grab a Dos Equis. He's right. The party, it was a flowing. It was a great time, great beer, great laughs. You can have that as well, and you can sacrifice moose if you want to as well. Dos Equis.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome to the 7th-ranked morning sports show in America, Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. T-Bob had to go unlock the car for his wife, Caitlin, something he has to do often, honestly.
Odd, right? Like,
no, not for him.
the amount of times he has to do it.
I think this is the second time this week, which means T-Bob forgot to get something out of the car.
Shoes again, probably.
It is shoes a lot.
I know she's probably not happy. Again, so I don't know what he forgot. Hey, T-Bob, we're trying to, on air, it's the second time this week you've had to go unlock the car for Caitlin, trying to do some investigative reporting. What did you forget to get out of the car?
I think the kids last night, this is on them, not on me.
I knew that was coming too.
I think they left their shoes in there.
Ding, 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 ding.
Alondra's
ding.
the winner.
And I tell them all the time. Get your shoes, get your backpacks, get everything.
So are they in the car?
What, the shoes?
No, the kids.
Oh, I don't know. What do you mean?
Because Alice is supposed to be in school.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. I was just told to unlock the car. Okay, look, that's not. I'm still thinking about Loki giving birth to Sleipnir, the 8-legged horse that Odin rides upon. So, no, I don't know.
There is a gnat in the studio. Now we got to talk about Loki.
Sleipnir. I wish that the Marvel Cinematic Universe would include that story.
Same.
Can you imagine Tom Huddleston just
Hiddleston?
Nothing will bring the Marvel universe back like a gnat.
I agree.
used to have
By
a
the way,
really
Tom
big-
Hiddleston, born on my birthday. Saw that
Really?
yesterday. Yep.
I used to have a really big crush
Hey, you
on
looked
him.
it up?
Yeah, I looked it up.
While
All
we're
right,
talking
guys. Hour 2 next.
Off the bench.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? You want to come holler at your boila at Rouse's? I'll be out there at 11:01 today. Chill my guy, John. Got some gift cards, whatnot to give out. It's Friday. Some of the strictest Catholics that I know year-round do not eat meat on Fridays. Well, Rouse's, being in Louisiana from the original brick up, we understand these sorts of traditions, and thus we have our seafood hot bar ready to go. $9.99, and you stuff a styrofoam box full of really tasty treats. I mean, it is, I can't wait. I'm going to smash. Mother's Day, Sunday, you're cooking, you need some flowers, you need anything, you need some gift ideas. It's all there at Rouse's. So let's get in and have ourselves a weekend with your friends at Rouse's.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Friday, May 9th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 72 in hour 2 of today's show. We'll continue to talk some LSU baseball as they get set to face the Arkansas Razorbacks this weekend. And we'll talk Saints rookie minicamp. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome in. Hour number 2 of OTB. Really odd hour 1. Really odd hour 1.
Whatever. You tell me
Great.
every other show on this station is not going to have the LSU baseball resume alongside the Pope's resume,
That's right.
one by one?
With a dash of Norse mythology.
And an 8-legged horse?
Yeah, exactly. And an 8-legged horse.
That was all one segment, by the
That's
way.
right. That's how we do it.
Like, that was incredible.
I'm quickly when this segment leaving around.
I just picked up what you said.
Oh, you couldn't understand it the first
Oh,
time.
I got it. I laughed the first time, too.
Hope everybody's having a great day, dude. It's a Friday, which is, inherently kind of great. Looking forward to the weekend. Yeah, that's true. Chat's kind of saying kind of normal hour for y'all. Okay, good. That means that makes me happy. It means mission accomplished.
It means we have done our job.
Here on OTV.
And I never see Quinn in the chat, so I feel like he's one of those people that listens and is like, oh, what are they talking about? And then, like, we said how crazy it was. He's like, actually.
Yeah, actually, no.
It's kind of normal.
Par for the course.
For y'all, so.
What about... I have topics that I want to get into, but I had something I wanted to ask first, and now I'm blanking on it, so maybe we just dive into the sports. Did y'all see, so President Trump has made an executive order to create a presidential or commission to save college football. At the head of the commission, he has placed Nick Saban and Texas Tech billionaire Cody Campbell.
Yep.
Their goal is where was it here? So the commission will also feature, quote, other college sports stakeholders, prominent business people with deep connections to college football, and perhaps even another former coach and administrator, which is an interesting line from Ross Dellinger. I feel like he knows who that perhaps other coach and administrator is. I just don't know who it would be right now, but it's like a very obvious tease. But I guess the goals of the commission are thus, because this is, and we can guess this because of what Congress has been, what they've tried to get Congress to pass, right? Quote, a framework of any bill was expected to include 3 main concepts. 1, a limited antitrust protection that in part codifies the House settlement to allow the NCAA and power conferences to enforce eligibility and transfer rules, as well as rules around the new revenue sharing structure. We mentioned that yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? Like okay, I gotta go. I'm like, oh shit, it's not unlocked. I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, that is so good. Oh, Quinn, if you thought that last segment, this is peak OTB right here. But, look, I got to stick up for my guy because sometimes in the mornings, like it's early, it's dark. You don't know that the kids left their favorite pair of school shoes in the car. They're under a seat. You got one here, one there. You don't know. Looking back in the back and you don't see anything. You feel like you got everything out, only to find out little Timmy can't go to school if he doesn't have his red Nikes. He doesn't want to wear the black or the white ones. He wants to wear the red ones.
Well, you're going to have to wear the black or the white ones.
Oh, that's what Katie Hester would say.
Yeah.
But, it happens.
It'd be like that.
No, it does. It does. Whose favorite pair
Did
of
you
shoes?
forget your keys?
He forgot
That's
the key. Oh, he
insane.
forgot the phone.
Oh, the phone.
This is really off the rails. And look, he was getting into like the nitty gritty of college football and is this going to work? And I'm a meathead. Just tell me, did it happen and when is it going to happen and what's going to happen afterwards?
Who is Cody Campbell?
He is the NIL guy for Texas Tech. Like,
Is he? I'm asking out of pure coincidence. Is he a Campbell Soup guy?
No, he is
I'm just saying,
not.
billionaire named Campbell. I just gotta put.
No, putting two and two together. That's not a bad guess. No, he is not.
Oil and gas.
Yeah, like
Texas. That was my next.
That energy. Either way, he's got a lot of money. His pockets are deep with 3 E's in the middle, and he gives a lot of money to Texas Tech. That's why, like, the last 2 years, they've had number 1, number 2 class in the transfer portal. It's because of him. So, again, like, okay, and it's Nick Saban, so y'all know how I feel about Coach Saban. Like, I think he's the GOAT. But how many times have we come on here and be like, hey, they're going to try this, and this is going to be, like, this committee they're putting together? Do y'all? Am I reading this wrong? Do y'all have any faith that
I don't
like
think
anything's going to happen?
I don't think you can go backwards. This is backwards in terms of the people who are like, hey, let all the power go to the players, let them get paid whatever they want. This is a step backwards. I don't think you can go backwards. I think the courts haven't allowed that.
Yeah.
I mean, you look, they have ruled against the NCAA and against things like this time and time again. I don't think getting Nick Saban involved is going to change that.
TD, I mean, you were in a good flow there, by the way. I was saying, they come up with all these different things. It's like, this is going to be appointed here, appointed there. Now, this time it is presidential.
So here's the deal. I think that more and more what we're seeing in I think our government, that office, and we talked about this, right? There's that new Common Sense episode with Dan Carlin that came out in March that is literally about this, right? The rise of the executive branch's powers. And this is not something that is just Donald Trump or Republicans. This is not something that is just Barack Obama or Democrats, both of who were, very executive order based. This is something that has gone on pretty much since the inception of the Constitution. Has been presidencies, subsequent presidencies, kind of taking more and more power. Like, I mean, FDR was again, if you read FDR's biography, it is shocking in his tactics how Trump-like he can be. But that's somebody who is like diametrically opposed kind of philosophically, right? So I guess the point of all this is don't nobody get defensive and think that I'm like attacking your guy or your favorite president or whatever. The fact is, presidents have been expanding their personal power. At the same time, Congress has been getting more and more gridlocked, harder to actually get anything done. And so you so often end up just saying, okay, throwing your hands up in the air, signing an executive order, and then I guess the courts have to approve it. So, like, look, they've put a dozen bills into Congress. None of them have gotten passed. I don't know if Congress should be wasting time on this anyway, given some of the larger matters at play. And so, yeah, maybe this presidential commission, they go, they look, here's what they suggest, and maybe an executive order is the only way to actually get this stuff done. And again, so they want the limited antitrust protection. They want a clause, and this is interesting to me. They want a clause that deems athletes as students, not employees, with a possible sunset on that provision after a set number of years. So already, if they're putting a sunset clause in there, like, they know that that's kind of a losing battle. So it's interesting to me that they're not just kind of being more forward-thinking and going straight to employee status. And number 3, they want a preemption of existing NIL state laws, many of which contradict the settlement and other intangibles. So that's obvious as well, because right now there's no federal law, so state law rule the day, and it's a patchwork thing. They want a federal law that will preempt those.
Yeah, a lot of the coaches that I talk with that have other big schools in their state, you name it, Texas, even Mississippi, Georgia, wherever, Florida, they always talk about how big of a disadvantage they're at because, they've got people within the government in the state that they're in that went to that school and went to this school and went to that school. They only didn't go to their school. And they always talk about, well, Missouri's got advantages because Missouri's the only Division I football program there. They always say, hey, LSU's got advantages because they have other D1 programs, but everybody's LSU fans in Louisiana, so they're going to get whatever's best for LSU in their state. And so that's something Coach has been talking about for maybe 3 years now.
So, again, and that's something, I mean, look, that's what they've been lobbying Congress for, right, is for federal law to rule the day, which is interesting, right? College football, guys, we finally made it. we're back to one of the original American debates, states' rights or federal rights. And here we are. So those are going to be the goal of the commission. It would be expected at least. One thing that I got to give credit to here in terms of who they selected, Jake, because I told y'all I have a bit of hesitancy about Saban being at the head of this, not because of his leadership qualities. That's what I like about him being at the head of this. Obviously, nobody understands how to be a leader of men better than Nick Saban does. But I've called into question the fact that, look, he seems to want to try to put the toothpaste back in the tube. I also just vehemently disagree with this idea that it was ever an even playing field, though I think I understand the spirit of what he's getting at when he says that. But what I like about this pairing between him and Cody Campbell is, again, Saban's from the old school. He wants to go back. Cody Campbell's been one of the huge beneficiaries of this new system, or at least he's hoping to be. This is a guy who played at Texas Tech, spent a minute with the Colts, then got into oil and gas. He sold his oil and gas company for $4 billion. And now he's donated $25 million to Texas Tech football. He's basically giving them a blank check. That's why they're right there with LSU, the best transfer portal class in the entire country. So I do like that you have a balance there between him and Saban heading this up, where you're going to get a guy who's really advocated for this system, but probably wants you to have more guidance and a bit more clear framework within the work. And then you got a guy, Nick Saban, who's not necessarily a fan of the system. Like, that's a good setup for maybe reaching a good compromise about what this thing could look like going forward.
So yesterday when I was talking about this, I was wondering, like, what's the biggest thing? Because you're not going to get everything. So, like, what's the biggest thing that they feel like they can, in their eyes, fix? Like, what is the number one problem? When they talk to coaches, ADs, presidents, whoever, what is the one thing that you have to make sure that you get done? Because, like, they're not getting all of that done. Like, whatever they're setting out to get, they're not getting all of that achieved. So if you could fix one thing, I would love to sit down with Nick Saban, with all the people. What do you want to fix more than anything?
I think it has to be unlimited transfers. That's the root of all evil.
Yeah, I agree. Because then that is part of the NIL, where it's like every 6 months you have a free agent, you got to pay him, you got to like, if you stop that, you stop a lot of the 6-month transaction.
Twice a year, you have the implicit threat of all of your roster leaving.
Yes.
So they can constantly be arguing for leverage to get more money, regardless, even if it's just been the offseason. Just from December to March, they can, even though they haven't played in a game or done anything. So, to me, unlimited transfers is the root of all evil right now. But again, to enforce transfer rules, the NCAA would have to get that antitrust exemption, which who knows? And who knows what the timeline and all this stuff looks like. Here's the deal. So we're calling him Tsar Nicholas, but I think what this ends with is the commission and him. I don't think he wants to be the guy. I think this ends most likely with him suggesting that Greg Sankey be the, whatever they end up saying, that, like, whatever they form the ruling body that they're going to pitch ends up taking. I think they probably say that Greg Sankey needs to be at the head of it. Unless he has too many enemies and too many people that are going to try to fight against that. But I imagine that's kind of how I see this ending.
I don't know how many enemies Greg has. I think he does a good job of making sure he plays nice with everyone. But
other conference commissioners, jealousy, it's a bit like the papacy trying to get that job.
Won't get that anywhere else. I don't know. I think Greg's done a nice job of making sure those relationships aren't burned. I completely understand what you're saying. If it's going to be somebody that is tied to a conference already, somebody that has ties like currently, it's got to be Greg Sankey.
Yeah.
He's the only one that would even, I personally think, would be qualified to do the job.
Yeah.
Like, I like Tony Petitti's done some nice things, but it's not Greg Sankey.
Well, Greg's been in it way longer. And it's kind of like Tony Petitti
the TV guy.
got a really good contract for the Big Ten, but Greg laid a lot of the college football groundwork that got the money juiced up so much in the first place.
It's not going to be Yormark. I love Yormark's kind of like wing it Vegas style. Yeah. I think he's done great things for the Big 12. He's kept them relevant. They're much cooler than the ACC.
Yeah, true.
Right? So I think he's done cool things, but he's not ready to do anything close to that. If anybody that's tied to college football currently, like as far as a commissioner, president, whatever, Sankey's the only one that could even remotely have a chance of doing it.
Yeah, Mr. Big says Sankey's been playing this game for a while. Has been setting himself up for. He really has. He really has just been operating in the shadows slowly but surely, climbing, amassing, and you talk to him and you can feel the aura, right? That kind of next level politician thinker type of aura. So that's how I think this probably ends. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, this is, I guess, the most interesting thing here in the short term is this House settlement is supposed to be kicking in soon. And how quickly will this commission operate, and does it affect that? Because this could potentially blow all of that up where it is right now. Who knows? Who knows?
As you were, like, when you were going to the car for third time, get it unlocked.
2 times.
Did you get it unlocked? No, you forgot your phone.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think it was unlocked to begin with, but I'm not going to have that argument.
I hope Caitlin's not listening. Honestly, I said, hey, when y'all figure something out, tell me. When y'all get something done, tell me.
Yeah.
When something actually is in the works that's not just a, hey, we appointed this person, tell me. Because then I'll react to it, and then I'll break it down, and then we'll talk about it. But, T, I felt like we've talked about so many different things that, oh, we're going to put this together. We're going to do this. And here's the commission. Like, okay, so this one has the president involved and Nick Saban. Okay, it's different, sure. But what's going to happen? When's it going to happen? Tell me what happened, and then we'll react to it.
Yeah, I think the reason why this one is potentially different, like, and why we didn't cover all the bills that they were constantly introducing to Congress, is simply the presidential factor. But again, this will be the last time that we talk to Jake's point. This will be the last time we talk until something happens. I just thought that the president actually getting involved in college football is worthy of kind of updating the story, if you will. So there you go. Tsar Nicholas, can he figure out college football? And again, I think even though, look, it's going to be an intense debate because you're going to have the players sacrifice a lot of rights that they have right now or a lot of benefits they have right now. But in the end, I think a clear framework benefits all parties, right? Because everybody has a better understanding of how their decisions are going to affect their lives. Where right now there's such a Wild West feel to it that, you know, kids could get lured in with empty promises. Like, it's just all over the place. It makes it really hard to make good decisions when everything is so variable and crazy. All I know is Texas Tech better win the Big 12, right? I mean, if they can't win now, is it McClure?
I mean, but just because they did it last year too, and they're bringing in people like Micah Hudson, like they let him back on the team. Like, why?
I don't remember Micah Hudson. What's the story there?
All right, so 5-star player, one of the top receivers in the country, signed with Texas Tech out of high school, and people were surprised just because he was so highly rated. He had offers from everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so he signs there, doesn't do a whole lot. What do you have, Taylor? Like 300 yards receiving? Maybe not even that.
Maybe not even that. I think he had like maybe 18 catches.
So it didn't do a lot. Well, then here in this first portal window, like he put himself out there in the transfer portal, and he had crazy demands. Do you not remember his demand list where he's like he wants like travel for his family, he wants a personal driver and an Escalade picking him up.
I didn't know that a name was attached to that story.
Yeah.
I thought it was anonymous. That was Hudson.
That was Micah Hudson. Yes. So he goes to Texas A&M, right, through the portal, and is there, what, Tay? 3 months?
I think he enrolled before spring and left after spring.
Yeah, and went back to Texas Tech.
Probably got paid some, too.
Yeah,
like Ian Maliava did.
I mean, A&M, if anybody's going to pay a dude for nothing, it's Texas A&M.
And then goes back to Texas Tech. Like, that's what you –
That's
like,
red flag central. Yeah, see, so that's my problem is that's on – it is McClure. Is it McClure, right? Matt? McGuire.
Joey McGuire.
Joey McGuire. Matt McClure. I was way off. That is – that's the point, though, where, like, the head coach has got to take pride in his culture and stand up. It's like Heupel say, nah, look, we're not – look, I know we're probably worse getting rid of Nico at this point, but, like, it's over. You can't – nobody's bigger than the T. Nobody's bigger than the TT. That's what Mac McClung needs to do.
Now you're going to break my brain. It's Joey McGuire.
That's the white boy that can jump.
For what it's worth, Michael Hudson had 8 catches last year.
There you go,
8?
dude.
8 for 123.
Okay,
No
they don't need to
touchdowns.
win the Big 12, but like Texas Tech has to be good, or Joey McGuire's got to go. You have way too much money in.
Yeah, I'd say like the standard of a Texas Tech isn't to go out there and like play for championships or anything. But I understand completely what you're saying.
But now
it's
you
like,
can though.
Now you're putting all of these resources. You have a roster that's competitive money wise with the big boys. Like you're putting up a lot of the same dollar amounts that some of the teams that play for national championships
And you're
are.
in a winnable conference. It's a good one, but it's winnable.
Yeah, it's deeper than most as far as like the totality of the conference. It doesn't have the heavy hitters, but you got to do something. You can't go out there and win even 8 games because last year you were 8-5.
I know it's terrible. Like it's inexcusable.
Yeah, nobody's going to get excited when you're spending that much money about 8-5.
No,
I mean Coach Leach was 8-5. Like they consistently played 9 wins. You know, in that range. When he didn't have all this money, he had all the challenges.
What are you talking about? It was an
in
even playing field. T-Bot says, fun fact, Teddy Roosevelt started the modern NCAA with the same kind of executive action. That is interesting. I didn't know that. All right.
I would have Iowa State, BYU, Arizona State probably still ahead, though, of Texas Tech.
More Off the Bench coming up next.
Off the Bench.
Yeah, Sam Levitt, dude. Back.
Don't sleep on the Cougs either.
Jake Retzloff.
He's back.
He wasn't that good last year, but maybe he gets better. Go to Cool Pro HVAC.
Rocco Beck.
.com. You know I love Rocco.
Yep.
Rocco's my guy. Iowa State's my team. Go to CoolProHVAC.com. Cool Pro HVAC, look, no dispatch fees, okay, guys? So there's no risk to have them come to look at your system. And make sure you're good to go and you're going to avoid any catastrophic issues down the road. So don't think twice about it. Get Cool Pro out before the summer. Make sure you're good to go. CoolProHVAC.com.
225-350-4397. That is the number. I mean, no dispatch fee, right? 1 hour windows, which I just like that selling point to me, not having to wait 4 to 6 hours and maybe they show up. You know exactly where they're at and when they're going to be at your home. CoolProHVAC.com.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
You work hard every day to pursue a life you love. You put in the time, and it shows. You're forging ahead, chasing a dream, creating something better for the ones you love. You're building your own life. So why not build your own tractor? With John Deere tractors and attachments for almost any need, the Sunshine team can help you do just that. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Off the Bench. Hey, guys. The New Orleans Saints rookies got some numbers. How about it? That's right. Kelvin Banks Jr. going to be rocking the Ram chick, number 71.
Time for another Chinese jersey.
No, good jersey to invest in. But if I was going to buy a Saints O-line jersey right now, I think I like a Fuaga jersey better.
Fuaga.
It's just something cooler about it.
McCoy's a good one.
No.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
I don't care about the rookies' numbers.
What?
I don't really care.
Wait, but Kel Banks 71.
Cool. I don't really
But
care.
Tyler Shuck's number 6.
Congrats.
He should have gone with 18.
Danny Stutzman's 47.
Oh, that's ugly.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Danny.
That's a War Daddy number, and you know that to be the case.
Reminds me
Like,
of,
I want him
He
to wear
ain't going to see the field on defense, but he will be all over special teams.
I wanted him to wear 44.
I like 44
Well,
better
does
than
anybody-
47.
I'm trying to think.
47 better. I don't
44
know,
with
man.
a neck roll.
Who has 44 on the Saints? I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
I kind of like 47. We're not into 47 at all. Agent 47.
There's only one 40.
Hitman?
There's only one 47 that I recognize.
Agent 47 could be a good nickname for him if he ends up being a beast. You seen the Hitman movie with Timothy Oliphant?
yeah,
Remember
of
that?
course
The
I
old
have.
video game?
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant,
Fine.
underrated.
Fine as hell.
Fine as hell, but underrated
Yeah.
actor.
I agree. Quincy Riley's going to be 29.
Debo.
Yeah, taking over Debo's number. Devin Neal, 30.
That's also kind of ugly.
Don't love.
There's worse running back numbers, but that one's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I hate that as a running
Oh,
back.
God.
number.
They gave Amari Thomas 74. What are they, cutting him? Jeez, a D lineman 74?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Not great.
Isn't that what Big Fave wore in New Orleans?
I don't know.
Feels like it.
Ooh, okay, strong play here. Moochie Dixon got 84. Guaranteed making the team, UDFA. Shout out Moochie. I did it all for the Moochie, number 84.
The Moochie.
Yeah, so there it is. Your Saints rookie numbers. I know we're supposed to make this into a segment for
Yay.
YouTube, Taylor. I don't know what else to do.
Tay, I don't know.
Oh,
man.
my bad.
how
I
else
feel
to
like I
talk about
ruined
it.
that one. I didn't know this was for
talk about
YouTube.
this. I don't know how
If
else to
Shuck
talk
would have
about
picked 18, maybe I would have had a little bit of passion about it. I could have found something, made up something.
I'm glad that.
You like the 18?
Oh, it's a great number. What do you mean?
Isn't Rattler already 18 though?
No,
He switched to 2.
Oh, okay.
He didn't have the shoulders for 18.
No, he's way too slight.
Yeah.
The 18 was swallowing him up.
Yeah, it was.
It made him look smaller. 2's a much better number for him. Okay, speaking of 2 then, did y'all see the latest Shadur Sanders drama?
No.
Yes.
God, no.
Yes,
So
I
they
did.
gave number 2 to some journeyman wide receiver who's on his 6th team.
DeAndre Carter, I think is who it was.
Yeah, he played for the Chargers, yeah.
And Shadur's main social media guy who films everything and everything.
It's camp. Everybody's got a camp.
Leader is
I hate
camp.
that too.
God, you said that in such a old Livingston Parish way.
I mean, I do hate it too.
You don't like everybody having a camp?
Everybody's got a camp. We don't know what it means, but everybody's got a camp.
Taylor's 1 inch away from saying posse. He really wants to just get really mad about players' posses. But no, but the point is, so this guy goes to Instagram and he has this whole post about like how wrong it is that they gave this number to this
You're a
UDFA.
5th round pick.
Bro, I know.
You're a 5th rounder.
I know. And he's like, but we already knew it was coming. We're going to keep grinding, stay legendary.
Okay.
Oh
the consistency of the way Shedeur is incredibly entitled and then has a chip on his shoulder about it is ridiculous.
So this is where though I arrived at first was like, oh man, Shedeur, what are we doing, baby? We need to stay low right now. Like now it's time to keep your head down. But then I realized like, no, like wait, that's never going to happen. He just has to play well.
I wonder how.
Like he's going to continue to think that he's the man. He's going to continue to act as if he's the man.
Yeah.
Now he just has to go play like the man. Like he's not changing.
No, I agree and understand that, but it's still true.
Yeah.
That he is incredibly entitled, and then like, if it doesn't go his way, has a chip on his shoulder about it, and I don't ever feel like he really does anything with that chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, he's been good. Like he's been a very good football player up to this point. I don't know if he'll make it in the NFL or not, but
I just like for somebody to come on there and act like they were, like they should have been given number
like the chosen
2.
one or something.
Like,
also, no, it's crazy.
The only thing that
my
would have
guy,
been funnier,
what?
You're a 5th round pick.
The only thing that would have been
rounder.
funnier is if they'd have given 2 to Dylan Gabriel. I would have loved that so much.
And if he would ask for it, he would have got it because he was picked before him.
That is the other
Let's
dumb
do
part
more
about
Dylan.
this.
If I was Dylan,
That's
I'd
the
have
way
done
it
Let's
goes.
do grass. Let's do more fireworks.
I'd have done it.
That is the other.
Entitled to number 2.
Did you see Dylan Gabriel bird calling?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Before the
no,
draft?
but I need to see this.
It's very good. But anyway.
He might be my new favorite.
How it works is the top pick gets choice, the next pick, the next pick, the next pick. I wanted 20. They said, hey, Kason just took 20. He was a 1st rounder. You're our 2nd pick.
Yeah.
It's gone. Okay. Can't get 20 because that's the way the pecking order works. What do you have? They tell you what you have, and you choose. Like, there's not a 5th round pick that is going to choose above all the picks before him. Now, the 6th and 7th rounder, he gets to choose before you do. It's the way that it's always worked.
Yeah, and this receiver's been a free agent. Now, he's never worn 2 before, which is
He
funny.
wore 1. He wore 1 most places.
I mean, Jake, I'm assuming he even gets priority over the rookies.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a vested veteran in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
All this talk about them being like, you gave it to a journeyman. That journeyman's been in the league for like 5 years now, man.
Yeah.
He's a vet.
Yeah, yes.
He has proven more than anybody in that rookie class.
Do y'all think the Browns gave him the number, though, or he asked for 2?
I hope he asked for it.
I hope he asked for it too.
No, I hope the Browns gave it.
Because if
That's
the
even
Browns
funnier.
gave it to him, then, like, what are the Browns even doing?
That's
They're
funny.
just like, I mean, they're trying to, were they still trying to break the ego? Like,
Look,
why did you draft him if that's the
anybody,
case?
though, that was crying and all shocked that he didn't go in the 1st round, you shouldn't have been shocked. We talked about that on the show all the time. His action since being drafted tells you everything you need to know about why he got picked in the 5th round.
No, look.
He does.
The one, I don't know. I do kind of like how he conducted himself during the fall. I feel like he met it head on. He kept a brave face on.
I mean, putting out a video
Stay
saying
positive.
we all know this shouldn't have happened.
So I ended up flipping a little bit on that where, so I remember we were clowning that and it sounds very self-serving, and it is, but like you could also approach it from, he meant that because he legitimately thought he was going to be a top 5 pick or top 10 pick.
I don't know how.
Exactly.
I
That's
mean,
still
look.
like the same.
No,
like,
I know. It's entitlement. It's everything you said. It's a lack of reality. I mean, the thing is, the line that somebody framed it like this, and I wish I could remember who, but somebody said he treated these trips like they were recruiting trips, not job interviews.
Yeah.
And that's pretty fundamental and I think very succinct in terms of explaining what went wrong. Like these NFL teams weren't recruiting you.
No. Yeah.
You were interviewing them.
For a job.
They were interviewing you, to see if you were good enough for them to put resources into.
I get it, but the stories that are coming out, like when he wasn't prepared in the Giants interview, Brian Daboll rightfully called him out for not being prepared, and Shedeur gets pissed off that Brian Daboll calls him out?
I didn't see that.
Like, who do you think you are?
Shedeur Sanders did.
Good, you're 5th round pick. Congrats.
Ooh, don't let Shedeur be good, though.
And if he is,
does it matter if he is or not? Yeah, does it matter?
But
I would
everybody
love it,
should.
so you'd have to eat it.
Everybody
You'd be so
should
upset.
start their career like all the players before them started their career, like choosing a number, like whatever it is. Like there's always been a way that you go about it, and then when you become a vet, you get to choose the number.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I mean, I don't disagree with
This
you.
man's played 7 years in the NFL. I don't care what his stats are.
Yeah.
I don't care what his receiving stats are. He's more of a special teams guy, returner. Okay, 7 years in the NFL. If he wants number 2, he's getting number 2.
I will say this though: if Shedeur somehow makes it in the 7th circle of quarterbacking hell that is Cleveland, you think he's entitled and cocky now? He will be unstoppable.
Insufferable is probably a better word.
He's already insufferable.
Yes.
But, I mean, to
so
your
if you
point,
already
though,
find him insufferable, what's one step beyond insufferable? Because that's where you're going to live, Taylor.
To your point of being like, he genuinely thought he was going to be a top 5 pick. None of us in this room are in NFL front offices, and we all pretty much unanimously agreed that he was going to go like 20, 25.
Yeah.
At the highest. So like I don't the delusion is just
You know what I
Delusions
knew?
of grandeur.
There's like last season a video came out where he was blaming his O-line for not
Yeah, the
performing
Nebraska,
well in a
that's the
game.
worst clip.
And
That is the biggest negative because I've been a Shedeur supporter. That's the biggest negative to me.
that is the probably number one people you don't want to piss off on your team.
Yeah.
If you're the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're blaming you threw them under the bus.
And I still just agree with the accepted best practice, which is even if and it really was their fault.
Yeah.
He was just too honest.
Right.
Like as a quarterback, you just have to lie.
Yeah.
And you have to say it's on me.
Yeah.
It just comes to the territory. It is what it is.
Like Derek Carr could never do that either.
Yeah, and look at where it's gotten him.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I get that. But I mean, look, Jake had mentioned the number that was brought up about the 52 sacks. But over 40 of them, he held the ball 4 seconds or longer. I understand the Colorado offensive line wasn't good. Nobody's going to argue that. He didn't do him any favors. He didn't do himself any favors.
Yeah, no, for sure. Again, we talked about it before. The question is, did he hold it that long trying to make a play, or is he a slow processor? And that's going to decide whether he makes it or not. Because he's going to make it based on his brain. Nookie says, Pablo, speaking of stories that I kind of hate but can't quit, Pablo Torres reported that Jordan Hudson's been banned from the UNC facilities.
I want all the tea on this.
All right, more OTB coming up next.
Get on it.
Off the bench.
Go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, centralplumbing.org, 925-8552. Central Plumbing there for you when you need them, guys. Central Plumbing they've been doing it for 50 years, guys. So you're not going to be able to hit them with a problem that they don't know how to solve. And how do you stand the test of time in the way that they have? Because your customers are consistently satisfied. So, you want to take advantage of the flat rate pricing, licensed, bonded, and insured employees, the excellent service windows, the warranty once the work is done. You want Central Plumbing, 925-8552. Go to centralplumbing.org today.
Yeah, it's 24/7, 365, weekend, holiday, game day. You call that emergency number, not only in Central. We tell you that all the time. Greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you, now including Central, but whatever you've got, emergency, that number to call, 225-925-8552.
Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Back from the break, where the sports talk gets real. Kinda. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back off the bench. So Pablo Torre has apparently gone deep on Jordan Hudson. In the latest episode of Pablo Torre Finds Out, PTFO, says he talked to 11 people who dealt directly with Jordan Hudson as she took power in Bill Belichick's life. A lot is getting aggregated from this episode because this is the episode that has the clips about him talking about the news that we just mentioned, which is
wait, the CBS. Is this what you're talking? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that she's been banned from the facility. Yeah. This all comes out of the Pablo Torre podcast.
Oh, okay.
All this information. That's why he said it's getting aggregated a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But so if you really want to know, go listen to that episode. But yes, it seems that. She has been banned from the football facility. Obviously, I mean, look, he's the highest paid citizen in North Carolina, public official or whatever, $10 million a year. It's not been a good look. It says one Belichick family source adds, quote, there is deep worry for how detrimental Jordan can be, not just for North Carolina, but Bill's legacy, reputation, and everything he's built and worked for over the decades. He also mentions a story about a commercial that Belichick did for, is this a gambling company maybe? It looks like maybe like a fantasy commercial or something, but it says that Jordan like crashed the set of the commercial. She left, came back in a yellow polka dot bikini.
What?
Trying to get into the commercial. They say the crew filmed her, but the camera might not have been on. So I guess the point of that story is just that she's kind of just wilding out a little bit.
Like, yeah, you can,
is hilarious.
You can be in the commercial here. Look, we'll get a couple shots. That's so funny.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It seems like Bill's kind of lost in the sauce a little bit right now.
He's absolutely
sounds
lost
like too.
in the
He's
sauce.
probably doing family war with his family a little bit over this. Like
well,
you know, like you said,
I
family
feel like
source
if
a little
I were
worried
his
about him.
kids, I would be worried, yes.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that they don't believe in this relationship?
Well, and remember, Steve Belichick's wife got a little spicy on Instagram.
Wait, really?
Mhm.
I missed this.
When the news cycle changed to like some people like Edelman and stuff kind of defending her, saying like she was just doing what a PR person does. And the wife hopped in and was like, a real professional PR person doesn't act like this.
100%, she's right.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I mean, if I were his kids or anybody in his family, I would be pretty upset about this.
Yeah.
You think Belichick's secretly happy she got banned from the football facility, though?
Thank God.
Dude.
She's been up my ass, man. I can't even watch film. Can't even watch film. What a disaster for UNC. This is not what you thought you were getting into.
So Julian Edelman changed his tone, though, because I saw this whenever I was trying to look for the Jordan Hudson stuff. He's now saying she's a distraction. So
well, duh. I mean, there's never been anything more obvious.
Took Julian long enough.
We have talked about UNC a lot this offseason, but all it's been to is in relation to Jordan Hudson.
Yeah.
And not even wearing the UNC gear on that interview. It's just bad. It's just bad all around.
Yeah, wearing it's Navy, but still another school.
And I get it. It's like where's dad and everything, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're paying you $10 million a year. Like we said, the highest paid public employee in the state of North Carolina. Disaster. I'd be pissed. Here Duke is, Darian Mensah, feeling confident, 9 wins last year. You looking like a joke.
Clemson, little old Clemson.
Little old Clemson. I mean, well, that ain't even close. Freaking Clemson. Damn it. We did figure out the Pope is from Louisiana, though.
His dad is.
Of Wills Parish, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Which I feel like is a great sign for the LSU season opener. We kind of mentioned Notre Dame and Clemson being Catholics versus Protestants. Clemson's not Catholics versus Protestants. You know,
that's actually fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
American Pope from Louisiana, Catholicism stronger than ever.
Yeah, but I'll go
Eat it, Dabo.
back to the fall when Gail met the Pope.
Yeah.
And we see how the Saints season went.
Yeah,
Old
but-
Pope, though. New Pope.
Yeah,
New dis.
new Pope, new luck, right?
Yep. New Pope.
And that one didn't have Louisiana ties.
New vibes. Liked Francis. Not a boot guy. Not a Louisiana guy.
Nah, true. I guess so.
Pope
You're right.
Leo. Pope Leo Ziana. More like. All right, let's go to break.
What's wrong with you?
Off the bench.
Oh, man. Of course, T-Bot made a Matthew Martyr Musso candle. Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. Guys, you go see them off of Airline in Goodwood. Very convenient, located no matter where you're listening from. And your next car is at All-Star. And summer starts here with some incredible deals and savings you can go check out on the website. Whether you're buying new, Toyota certified used vehicle, or you just need a rent for a vacay or something, we got it all. We also have a great body shop and service center ready to go with free professional estimates, excellent lines of communications that open to all makes and models. Mention OTB, get $250 towards the deductible. Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
When you go to the website, check out what you can buy new, what you can lease, and what you can rent. Everything is available in all three of those processes. Not going to find that anywhere else. Here we are, May the 9th, summer vacation right around the corner. Make sure you have your rental reserved. Call Miss Lisa Sessions today in that rental department, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Hope everybody's having a great day out there today. LSU softball gets eliminated from the SEC tournament yesterday by Oklahoma. Hard-fought game, man. Sooners get the win 4-1. I mean, Oklahoma's won the last 4 natties. No shame there. Selection show going to be Sunday. Find out what the bracket looks like, where LSU's eventual fate will lie. Any chance at hosting a regional?
Yes.
Okay.
They could be a top, what is it, 16? Yeah. They're not going to be a top 8, but they could be a top 16.
And then Taylor put this in here, and somebody else filled in a lot of information. But shout out to LSU Shreveport, the Pilots.
Let's go, baby.
Alondra, are you the one who typed some of this out? Or
Yeah.
Jake? Okay.
Taylor put it in there, and then I just went to go look at some of their stuff.
So head coach Brad Neffendorf named coach of the year. But how about this, guys? They just completed the regular season with a perfect 51-0 record.
Let's go.
51-0. 30-0 in RRAC play. Is that like conference play?
Yeah. Red River Athletic Conference.
Okay, they won the Red River Athletic Conference. Obviously, they've shattered the NIAA all-time record for consecutive wins. It was set at 41. They beat Texas College 37-0 and 42-4. They have 13 shutouts on the season, and opponents are hitting only 190.
Oh my God.
Team ERA of 219, and what was the
Team ERA of
219? And then Tay, what was the
Here's the craziest part. The teams that are pitching against them, 12.66 ERA. That's because they're 368 as a team. They got 4 guys in their everyday lineup hitting over 400.
What?
They've won over 20 games by 10 runs or more.
Yeah.
Listen to their 3 weekend starters.
Pilots.
Their 3 weekend starters. 219 ERA, 189 ERA, 139 ERA.
I think that's
those 3 guys.
That's
117 Ks, 102, and 95.
Good God.
It's just
Neffendorf.
And those 3 starters have given up a combined 6 home runs all year.
Is it funny how they say ERA? Like not ERA, but like the 219. I say 219.
I think you might be the only person that does that.
Really?
I mean, they're both technically correct, so it didn't.
What, so
I mean,
you
it didn't
say
matter.
you say every number.
You're like,
you're
yeah,
saying?
give me the Saturday guy's number.
Saturday. I mean, I don't know which
You
one's
would
the
say.
Saturday, but
Middle way. Second guy.
1.89.
But you said 189.
I normally say
I
the
would say
small.
189.
I normally say the small number. Like I'll say 219, but I'll say like 1.89.
Well, no, you said 189, but it doesn't
Okay,
matter. I say 189. Don't say point. What are you, a freaking
I don't
nerd?
do the point.
Okay.
Yeah, get out of here, dude. Take
I
a
just
lap.
say like 189 ERA. Or like a 219 ERA.
Am I the weird one for 189?
I mean, yeah, 'cause
Maybe, I don't
batting
know.
average, we do that because batting average is technically like 0.297, but
Yeah.
we just say like 220.
Yeah, exactly. So don't say the point. We can all agree not to say the point.
I would say he's got a 189 ERA.
Yeah.
You would say 189 as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Never mind. I guess I'm the weird one.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pilots, though. 51-0.
Let's go, Port City, baby.
Perfect record. LSU ass kicking ass. Hour 3 coming up next.
Off the bench.
K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, man. They are, they're the experts. If you want drapery, blinds, shutters, shades, maybe get some drop-down exterior shading for the outside, for that outdoor kitchen. You say chilling while you're grilling this summer. How about this? First off, invest in your home. Nothing's going to tie the room together, bring it to the next level more than the correct draperies, blinds, shades. How about you have Brandon and the team out to your home? Get that free complimentary estimate. Let them lay out exactly what options you have and benefit. Complimentary installation as well. K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living.
Yeah, when they install, man, it's going to be a quick process as well. So it's a quick process, them coming into your space, knowing your space, but also the installation process. You're not going to find it anywhere else. Have Brandon and the team, like T-Bob said, ktozblinds.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Bend Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Friday, May 9th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 73. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll talk Paul Pierce as he made good on his bet after the Celtics loss. We'll get into some LSU football as well, and we'll give a final pick on LSU versus Arkansas on the baseball diamond. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Welcome back. Hour 3 of OTB. We need the Pope to bless the Superdome. I agree. So this comes from, let me see here. We've done further research into the Pope being from New Orleans. And shout out to Jonah Gilmore of WDSU, Channel 6 in New Orleans. Says, we're learning that Pope Leo's direct ties to New Orleans. His maternal grandparents married here in 1887. The family lived in the 7th Ward until 1910. They migrated to Chicago. Census data shows the family was listed as people of color, Creole, while in New Orleans. Bro, we got a Creole Pope. Let's go, dude! Yes! I might become Catholic. I don't think I'm going to become Catholic, but I'm very happy. But I'm still very happy. I think it's very cool. Anyway, guys, we're going to have a fun hour this hour. It is hour 3 on a Friday, which, you know, like I can't. I know this show's been ridiculous anyway. It's been a pretty chill show. It's probably only going to get weirder and more out there. I mean, Taylor wants me to talk about the Akron Zips. That's where we're at right now. Though. So tell me then, Tay, talk to me about the Akron Zips, coached by Joe Moorhead, which I have not thought about that name in a long time.
Okay, so Akron, they haven't been to a bowl game since 2017, so it's not going to matter. But they have a postseason ban for 2025.
No!
They failed their academic progress rate for 23-24. It's a 914 multi-year report score. The threshold is 930, which is your requirement to remain eligible for postseason.
LSU at the end of the O era was in a little bit of hot water with this.
They were.
I think that
which
COVID.
Remember they did. Well, they did the 1 year self-imposed bowl ban.
Well, also COVID was something.
Yeah,
there was some sort of COVID exemption.
They lowered it for COVID, but yeah. So they actually had a 920 last season, but their 2 year total is only 914. This is only like the 4th time this has ever happened. So it doesn't happen very often.
This does not happen often. This is hard to do. You have to be actively terrible and checked out academically to be this bad.
You get 2 years to bring it up. It's a 2 year total.
Yeah.
So even if you have a bad year, they do a 2 year total. So I was thinking, okay, well, they're all ball, no school.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
They're not ball either because they're 8-28 in 3 seasons under Joe Moorhead. Has never recorded more than 4 wins since 2017. So what the hell are they doing at Akron? They're not practicing. They're not going to class.
I love this. Oh, my God. And Joe Moorhead makes $620K a year. Joe Moorhead's out here making $620 a year to be awful in football, on the field, awful in the classroom, off the field. What an absolute disaster.
You know how hard you have to try to get any kind of academic punishment these days? Like, you have to, like,
yeah, that's what Taylor said. It's only like, what the fifth time?
I think it's the fourth or fifth time it's happened, like, ever.
You have to, like, just have a full team of nobody going to class or doing anything.
God, what a disaster. Bro, Penn State OCs. I don't know, dude.
You see ESPN.com had their post-spring way too early top 25, and they've got Penn State number 1. I'm like, guys.
Yeah, people are high on them.
They're going to fall for it again. They're going to be good. They're going to be good, but come on.
When I was leaving the room,
Mhm.
I heard you say you might become Catholic.
No, I lied. Yeah, it was a fleeting thing.
Made me kind of happy.
No, it was a fleeting thing.
Might be a little too conservative for you anyway.
I think I like a lot about
It is. It's still pretty like.
It is. Like, if I had to guess what religion you were, just from your
denomination
Bayou
or
roots-
religion?
Denomination.
Okay.
Yeah. Based off your, Bayou roots and just growing up and, like, everything New Orleans, I would have guessed Catholic.
Yeah, well, I mean, my grandparents definitely were, but my dad did not end up being. I don't look. I got it. See, so I in some ways
No, I was just about to be kind of happy. But
I love the history of the Catholic Church.
You were all in on the Pope.
It's good and bad. I love the art of cathedrals.
the history of everything is good and bad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a rich. There's a lot. I love the art of the cathedrals. I like the traditions, and I can appreciate the dogma. But at the end of the day, I'm just not a terribly dogmatic person. Like, I go to a Presbyterian church and I joined it, but that's mainly because I love the man who teaches the sermons. And I find a lot of value in what he has to say. So I'm more down for the individual. And I find that sometimes in Catholic church, and there are excellent priests, and yes, it's just like the actual messages can sometimes be truncated for all the sort of pomp and circumstance. And I don't mean that in a negative way when I say pomp and circumstance, because I do think that that's one of the attractive parts of church for a lot of people are the rituals and everything else. But again, I'm not terribly dogmatic. I think arguing, I think getting into real arguments between denominations just completely misses the point of everything. But I know some of my family doesn't agree because
I was just gonna sponsor you in your RCIA journey, but
one family member recently informed their parents that they weren't going to be having a Catholic wedding. And it was immediate drama to the point where, like, I was when I was told about it, the story was started with such grave concern that I thought I was about to be told that they were breaking up.
Right.
And it was, no, they're just not having a Catholic wedding. I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
All right.
So no, look, I appreciate Catholicism. I've gone to plenty of masses. Love a Catholic wedding. I'm actually one of the believers that a Catholic mass juices you up for the reception more.
Yeah.
Delayed gratification.
Well, that's like
build it up.
Yeah.
But
Yes. That's the whole point of like the Lent and not eating meat on Friday kind of thing. And people like to make fun of that. Like, oh, what are you really sacrificing? It's like a delayed gratification kind of thing.
yeah, I just it's just not for me at the end of the day to join in any official capacity. But I appreciate the game from afar, for sure.
My ears just perked up though.
Yeah.
Got my hopes up for nothing.
Oof.
I was just grabbing our breakfast, so I didn't hear it.
I was gonna make jokes and I didn't. Credit to me, guys. I'm a reformed man.
Credit to you.
Yeah, not on this day, the day of Pope Leo. Not today. Not today. For this one day, we will just let it go.
No, I did not forget something in the car and have to go get it.
I had to go get a jacket. It's freezing in here, and I had a tank top on.
Matt,
Jake
Matt
had to go unlock T-Bob's car for him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually where he went.
He said,
T-Bob couldn't find his keys. Jake went and found them.
Yeah.
Got it done.
I did not grow up Baptist. If it was anything as Presbyterian, but again, guys, I don't. I could go to any church if I like the guy who's telling the message.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not really necessarily anything.
I've even been to the church I grew up going to was not a mega church, but it was
not a mega church.
It was like the Presbyterian version of a mega church a little bit, which is not too over the top. But there was one other church that we go to sometimes. I can't remember why, but this was straight mega church. The guitarist from Kansas was in the band. Or one of the members. Yeah, one of the members.
That's a mega church.
One of the members. Smoke machines.
That is
smoke machines.
Flashing lights. You are a mega church.
Yeah, but this is not the regular church. This was straight righteous gemstones.
Have you seen 4 Christmases?
Yeah, absolutely.
You went to Vince Vaughn's mom's church.
The second church that I'm talking about there is that one. Yes. My favorite scene in 4 Christmases is when she has the stage fright.
And he's like,
that's me and my
mother.
wife up there. She doesn't like that. She's like, hates like being looked at. And obviously I'm a attention whore. And so, when Vince Vaughn's like, swaddle this baby.
I will swaddle this baby for this unfit mother.
Yes, that's me.
I can see that.
Look, my mom grew up Pentecostal, dude. I used to go to Pentecostal church all the time.
Oh, like the long denim skirts and the long hair?
Yeah. Long hair. I've seen old women speak in tongues.
Oh.
One of my favorite church memories is Goblet of Fire just dropped, and I bought it, and I was just rapidly consuming it with every waking second of my life. So we had church that Sunday, and the entire sermon was about the witchcraft and devilry of Harry Potter. On how, if you read such stuff, the fire and brimstone's waiting on you. And I literally had the book underneath me, and I felt like I had heroin in my backpack going through TSA. I was sweating in that pulpit or pew. I was sweating, thinking he was going to find out that I had Goblet of Fire on me and not be very happy. Didn't catch me, though.
Going back to jersey numbers.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterbo, 44.
Oh, God, that's going to look good on Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's going to be good on Cam Scatterbo.
Oh, I'd like 22.
22 would have been better.
22 would have been better.
But I do like 44.
A big-bodied white running back in 44 is that's
and someone
feels a little unathletic.
Whoa.
Just saying, true.
Mike Allstott wore 40 and made it look good. Somebody was asking who I was talking about when I said 47 earlier. I only recognized one. Who?
Is it John Lynch?
Of course it is.
Where what number did John Lynch wear?
47.
Oh, yeah, duh. That's right. I told you 47 was a good number, dude.
No, you said 47 was good on
Danny Stutzman.
Danny Stutzman.
It's a good number for Danny Stutzman.
It's good on John Lynch.
And it's good on Danny Stutzman.
John Lynch.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. John Lynch.
That's it.
John the Baptist paved the way for Danny Stutzman.
I'll tell you what, we were talking about like Jake being 40 and he like the Mike Allstott number and all that. Jake's got some meatheads coming up in the NFL that he like birthday wise.
We'll see.
Like in the 40s, that's a good one.
Yeah, 40s.
It's a good. That's
great meathead territory.
It's a good decade for Jake.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like Mike Allstott was 40, but like think about when you get a little bit further.
Age to number, yes.
Yeah, think about when you get a little bit further. Like there's some good 40s.
The list of 47s in the NFL, it's John Lynch.
Yeah, I can't think of another.
And now
Mel Blount.
And now
those two.
John Lynch, and now Danny Stutzman. Let's go, Danny. Let's go, baby.
43 is actually a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 43s out there.
Yeah. Since we're doing religion talk, Ben says, let's go around the room and list our least favorite religions. Taylor, you go first.
I mean, when you crunch the numbers and you break everything down, I don't know.
The Flat Earthers.
Bruh.
That's my least favorite religion.
Texas A&M. That's my least favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
They're,
yes,
they're,
Texas
they're
A&M.
cultish
That's a good
enough.
call.
Like,
That's a very good call.
The Branch Davidians were pretty bad.
The branch. Wait, what is Branch Davidians?
The Waco.
The people that drank the Kool-Aid?
No.
They had the standoff.
No, they didn't drink the Kool-Aid. That's Jim. David Korash's Waco.
Yeah.
Jim Jones is Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scientology. Actually, I feel very safe saying Scientology.
Okay,
sucks.
yes, obviously.
Yeah.
But there is like this weird time where I got like weirdly into
Oh, God.
documentaries about cults and stuff
I thought
like
you were going to
that.
say weirdly into Scientology.
Oh no. There's a Church of Christian Science like right across the street from my house.
Yeah.
And my brother said I should go in it and see like what they got going on, but I'm like, I don't know about that.
I don't
I
think
feel
you
like they would
should.
get me.
I don't think you should.
I feel like they would get me.
I just always look at that crazy. That's a Church of Latter-day Saints golden building that's here, right? That's not Scientology.
I don't know.
The golden statue of a Highland, the big rotunda building.
I don't know.
You know what I'm
I
talking
know
about?
what you're talking about, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's a Mormon. I'm pretty sure
No,
it's
I
a
don't know.
Mormon.
I don't even
building.
know what you're talking about.
I'm cool with the Mormons though.
Yeah, they're vampires.
I mean, I know they probably. I know some people do some questionable things, but again, every Mormon teammate, person, anybody I've ever known has actually been the kindest person ever, and like kind of a sincere kindness, which I don't fully understand.
Yeah.
So, screw Scientology, Texas A&M, and what was the third one we said?
Branch Davidians.
Flat Earthers. Oh yeah, Branch Davidians. There we go. Those are the 4 worst religions.
But yeah, I think Scientology is definitely number 1.
Yeah. Even though I do got to give credit to L. Ron Hubbard, being a fantasy writer and just sci-fi writer, and just being like, you know what, I'm going to create a religion.
Yeah.
And he did it. I mean, what? L. Ron.
Leah Remini, King of Queens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So she was a
Saved by the Bell.
Scientologist.
Yeah, she was in it. She's the one that
And-
has like Going Clear or something. What's it? She did some documentary.
Yes, she got
all
out
about
of
it. Yes.
Yeah, and I listened to her podcast that she did with Joe Rogan. It's really good, where she talks about all of it. And Tom Cruise is basically their Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been good to him.
Yeah.
T-Bot. Okay, I do want to clarify this. T-Bot says, I love that T-Bot stands on Catholic history. I love it all, the good and the bad, instead of I love it despite the bad. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was actually trying to say. I love it despite the bad. It's just it's a lot of history.
So you said you love the good and the bad.
it's
T-Bot.
like
No,
the
I did
oldest
not
religion.
mean to say that. I did not mean to say that.
But you did.
But at the end of the day, you did say it.
I didn't mean to.
Clip it.
Wait, to see about Baptist Presbyterian. Again, none. That's how I am.
T-Bob's a nun.
You're a nun?
He's
Yes,
a nun.
Yes, I'm exactly.
So
Yeah,
he's Catholic.
he's dipping into the
Catholic.
Catholic hard today, guys.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Y'all didn't even ask me about my trip.
I don't really care.
Dang, that's crazy.
Was your trip good?
More OTB coming up
More
next.
about Londra's trip.
Off the bench.
GoTommies.com. GoTommies.com. See, Alondra, if you had new windows, you'd be able to clearly see that I don't care. Seems like you can't really see that right now. No, I'm just kidding. You want a Hardy Play Gravano siding, wood Gravano windows, you want any type of door, you want to go to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Look, man, they've been at it for nearly a decade now, and every single year they've been in existence, they've taken them the Angie Service Award because of the next level service they provide their customers. The integrity, the professionalism, the efficiency, reliability. Take your home to the next level. Trust the exterior home improvement specialist. And if you love beards, check out the beard products at gobearded.com. GEAUX.com.
When you go to the website, testimonials of past clients, you've got a gallery of work that they can do for you in your home. And also, if you're looking to go custom, they can customize whatever you're wanting to do to your home, to your business. Go to the website to schedule today. GoTommies.com.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Back at it, where sports talk meets pure chaos. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, welcome back into OTB. Alondra, I do want to hear about your trip, and I did miss you during the trip because yesterday, on my birthday, the playlist would have been straight heat.
Was it not?
You know, I kind of had to give
They
suggestions.
didn't even let you pick it?
Well,
I would have just let you.
I thought Moose
he did like
okay.
twice, but then I kept forgetting. He forgot to ask, and I wouldn't have had to say anything to you. You'd have known. So
well, I would have let you pick. What
but I could have
songs
picked
you want.
like two, and you would have been like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
vibe,
True,
and
true.
you go with it.
So to tie it back to my trip, Tucker Wetmore, he's like a up and coming artist.
Yep.
He's played at the Texas Club a couple of times. He was telling us what his pre-show playlist was.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, you should listen to one of them that he said like the Eagles and some other stuff. And I was like, oh, you should listen to How Soon Is Now by the Smiths. Like, that's like the vibiest song of all time. And then we saw him the next day.
Let me see this.
And he said that he listened to it and he was
Oh,
like,
there
dude,
you
you
go.
nailed it. Like,
Yeah.
that is
Oh,
like
let's
exactly
go.
the vibe that like
Yeah.
I was going for. And I was like, I mean, it's kind
Like,
of my
I got
job,
you.
but
yeah. I got you.
yeah. Dang, so did he even do R&B Thursday?
No.
Dang.
No.
On your birthday.
In Moose's defense, I did just pass him in the hallway, and he agrees with the plan to be sacrificed and do an Angels in the Outfield
okay,
thing.
good,
Yeah,
good,
he's
good,
in.
good.
So
I'm glad.
he's in. I just talked to him in the hallway about it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so how are we going to do it?
Well, we'll brainstorm.
I want to do it straight Viking style.
I knew that was coming.
The
Where let's
Vikings.
So let's get a boat that we're gonna float to the middle of LSU lakes, and we're gonna tie Moose up and put him on the boat, and then Taylor's gonna fire a flaming arrow from the edge of the water into the boat, and it will burn him alive.
I'm actually down for that role.
In the middle
Wait,
of
like-
LSU lakes, right
wait.
next to the cranes.
I missed what you said. So kind of like on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think did they do that on Game of Thrones?
Wait, are you talking about when they put him in the boat and then they let him go in the water and then they were...
Yeah, and then they fire the flaming arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
even though generally they're already dead at that point, but whatever. I just want to do that. So Moose agreed.
I told you he would.
Thank God.
I know.
Alondra, how was the trip?
Yeah, how was the trip?
It was good.
Nobody
Like I
cares. Be
told you.
quiet.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, that's the last time I'm going to do that. Do you believe me? Or is this like a
I
boy
don't
who cried
believe
wolf
you,
situation?
and I'm not going to talk about it.
No, I promise
No.
you, I actually do want to hear about the trip. I
He's
swear
like,
this
I'm
is not a
start
bit.
talking, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I don't care."
No, I swear to
Did you
God.
just almost
I
choke?
swear I'm not
did
going
you almost die?
What?
Did you just almost choke?
I mean, I did take down an entire chicken, egg, and cheese biscuit in the break. And
That's
that
like
thing
instant
was
karma.
so incredibly good.
It was.
Oh, my God, that was good.
I don't even think I chewed mine.
That was, oh, my God. Oh. I can still taste it coating my mouth.
Yeah.
That's so good. Okay, Alondra, how was the trip?
So the thing about these trips is like they're very exhausting, but at the same time, like we get to do some cool stuff as well.
Yeah,
so it's
definitely.
I don't know if bittersweet is like the way to describe it, but it's just an experience, I guess I would say.
Hard and fun.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Most of the time it's like, oh, man, me and Brittany were like very stressed throughout the day, but then you
Mm-hmm.
go out and you go to like these events or whatever, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm in the same room as like these people. Like I'm just like this normal ass person.
How's it work with music? I feel like you'll have way more access to the stars than like in sports.
Well, I guess because there's a record label, right? So there's like the record labels, and then the labels have like radio people that like are in charge of. They give
Fostering
you regions.
radio
So
relationships
they
and
give
stuff?
you there's radio people for each region. So like they're
And the idea is that if they have a good relationship with you, you'll play their song more?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Or they'll ask
So
you
you
for
get-
spins or like whatever.
So you get certain artists based off you being a Louisiana station?
No, it's everywhere. So like Morgan Wallen has people that are like Kelly Bradshaw is Morgan Wallen's radio person, and she's in our region, but he also has people that are like in different regions.
Yeah.
Like he has a bunch of different radio
Yeah.
people. It's the same thing for everybody.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't matter the region or anything like that. But mostly when we go here, it's a lot of like up and coming people.
Yeah.
But we also get cool people like Cody Johnson and stuff like that. But like with him, we see him so often now that like it's just
Sorry, CJ, your old hat now.
yeah, we're like, oh, hey, Kojo again. Like, we just saw him 2 weeks
You're
ago.
no Miranda Lambert.
Man. So when I was, like, growing up, that's when Miranda Lambert started to come out.
Yeah.
And, like, she had, like, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is the name of one of her songs. So, like, totally my vibe, right?
Yeah.
And, like, so she's just, like, super badass, super awesome. And I, like, grew up listening to her. And Jack Ingram is a Texas country artist. And y'all know I've got, like, this... Like, I love Texas country, and my
Texas
grandparents own
country's
that
good.
bar. Like, so they came out with, like, an album together called, like, the Marfa Tapes, and they were playing some of the songs from it at her, like, this was her event that she did.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was just, like, in the same room as Miranda Lambert. Like, it was crazy.
And you got to take a picture with them,
We
right?
took a picture with
Let's
her, yeah.
go.
I didn't get one with Jack, but, yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
outside of that, who was the the best conversation, the person y'all vied with the most, maybe gave y'all the most time?
So actually, Ella Langley, she was only supposed to be there for a little bit, and she's really big right now. But she went out of her way to like stay there longer and like have. So I love that.
Shout out Ella.
Yeah, but Kojo's always great.
Yeah.
I can't think
I
of
saw
like.
Brittany with Russell Dickerson.
Yeah. Oh, Russell is so.
He's funny.
He's so funny. Like, so yeah, probably Russell. They were all great though. There's only a handful where I'm like, I could do without it.
Well, who's the worst? Or I guess you can't say.
Yeah.
I don't really want to say no.
Is it Morgan Wallen?
We didn't meet Morgan Wallen. Morgan doesn't ever do any stuff like this. He's too big.
Yeah.
He's huge.
I wonder if he's going to come up with another song where drinking could be used as a metaphor for a relationship. I hope so.
I hope so too.
He actually just did.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I believe it.
Yeah,
what was
but Miranda
Victoria
was
telling
like-
us last night? Rascal
The
Flats
Backstreet
and
Boys
Backstreet
and Rascal
Boys?
Flats did a song together.
What?
Yes, we need to
What
look
in the
this
white
up.
bread are we
I don't
doing
know.
here?
I heard it.
Dude, hold
Her
on,
friend
let's
sent
check
it to
Let me
her.
look it
I'm gonna
up.
get it. It's apparently already like whatever Rascal Flatts song they chose. They just like redid it
Let's
with
see.
both of them.
It says Backstreet Boys and Rascal Flats unite for epic genre blending performance.
Epic.
So that's one of
Oh
the
wait,
things.
this was at the ACM.
Okay,
this
so
is-
that's when.
This is one of the things about country music that I'm not loving right now is that every single genre wants to blend with
I
country
know,
music.
the
So like,
crossover
yeah,
crap.
it is a big push in country music right now, and I don't love it. Wait, let's see.
But they do have
Hold on, I pulled it up. Okay, we got to let the ad pass. Go ahead.
They do have
pay for premium.
Phil.
I feel like at the same time though, there is also kind of like a what I call like real country movie. Like there are some young guys,
Yes,
young
Zach
people
Top.
doing like real country as well.
I totally blanked. Zach Top, we like interviewed him. We do every single time he's there, but like he's always like fun, great,
And this
awesome.
is the biggest he's ever been.
Yes, he is huge right now.
Damn.
Yeah. But yes, you're totally right. There are a lot of people that are trying to bring that sound back. Jake Worthington, he played at the Long Branch a couple years ago.
Oh, that's cool.
He signed to Miranda's label now, and he played at that same event that I was at. And I was like, Jake, like you just played at my grandparents' bar, and
Did he remember Long
He
Branch?
remembered,
Let's go.
and he I took a selfie with him. We sent it to my grandparents. He was super happy. Like it was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
So Jake Worthington's another one. Like he's very Merle Haggard like. Yeah.
And so T-Bob for the last 30 seconds has been trying to think of a Zach Top joke.
I've had y'all really want to know all the jokes that have gone through my head in the last 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I wanted to ask, where was Jack? Was Jack off the stage? There was Russell Dickerson.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Russell Dick's daughter. There was Zach Top. I didn't really have a well-formed one here, but I was going to do some sloppy top thing or top Zach Top.
You have called him Jack Bottom in the past.
Something there, yeah.
I think you called him Jack Bottom before, yeah.
There was, Jack Bottom. Okay, I forgot about Jack Bottom. That's good. Actually, write that down. There was one more. Of course, when you mentioned Long Branch, there's a lot of short stick again.
Yeah.
I held back from a lot of those.
If we want, I posted the so you know the Louisiana street name things that I did at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
So we did that during the ACMs, and there's the Russell's
nice.
Russell's is so funny. If you want to pull it up, I posted it on
What's the who was Tucker? What was Tucker's name?
Wetmore.
Tucker Dryless. God. Tucker Dryless was the other one I wanted to do there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, give me Rascal Flatts and Backstreet Boys.
Okay, yeah, here it is. This is Rascal Flatts and Backstreet Boys. I don't like this.
I don't either.
I hate this, actually.
I kind of like it.
Is this a Rascal Flatts song, or I can't?
It's a Rascal Flatts, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it hurts most. Okay, yeah.
No,
but it just sounds like the Rascal Flatts song, though.
this.
Like, where's the Backstreet Boys influence?
Oh no, not on Twitter. We don't
the
do
beat a little bit.
The beat
Go
in
to
the
like
background.
Facebook.
The
or
beat in the
Instagram.
background?
Beat in the background a little bit.
I don't like this.
Turn it up. I don't think it sounds enough Backstreet Boys. Or does it actually sound too Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
Like, have the Rascal Flatts always been Backstreet Boys and we just never realized?
I never really liked. Okay.
That's
I don't get why Chris
definitely-
Marler's calling me right now. He knows I'm doing this show.
I'm pretty sure that Snaps Clothing, sponsor of Snaps Podcast, also sponsors Rascal Flatts. Not to brag, guys.
Okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna write it down.
Couldn't be Team Poncho. I do find it funny that we have rival Pearl Snap clothing companies that sponsor us.
That is so oddly specific.
It really is.
So oddly. Nobody's making Pearl Snaps anymore. We have the two companies that are like, we're bringing back Pearl Snaps.
Yep.
What are you guys? Your mics
Yeah,
are.
your
What are you all
mics are,
talking
like,
about back
alive
there?
I turned mine off. and then-
Instagram's stupid. It's making me log in just to play this video, so I gotta log in.
Well, it's okay. We need to go to break, and then we can come back with the video. More OTB coming up next.
Off the bench.
Go to All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge. Look, man, I tell you every day, but if you need a dealership, and whether it's new, certified, like new, used, just renting, you need a body shop service center, All-Star's there for you. Airline in Goodwood, very conveniently located. Go to the website, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com, and check out some of the summertime deals we got going down. You want to get into Tundra. You want to get into Tacoma. You want to get into Sienna, Camry. It's all there at All-Star. And when you mention OTB, when you go into that body shop, which, by the way, guys, service center's open to all makes and models, okay? But you go in there, you mention OTB, you get $250 Tojo deductible. So go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Go to the website today. Reserve that rental for your summer vacation. We've been telling you over the last couple of weeks because it will be here before you know it. We're already in the month of May. If you need something bigger, something better on gas mileage, whatever it might be, go ahead and reserve it today at allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Josh Bradley tweets, the Pope being from Chicago but going to Villanova for undergrad is an enormous L for Notre Dame. Historic fumble if we can't recruit our own backyard. ... True. What an upset for Nova. But again, Nova's going supernova right now. The Nova Knicks look like they're about to take care of business against the Seas. Now you got a Pope. I mean, sheesh. A couple of natties not too long ago.
Chose Philly over Chicago, too.
Yeah.
You know, Chicago's kind of Notre Dame territory.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Own backyard. Historic recruit fumble. Who's the worst recruit to ever get out of Louisiana? I always think of work done.
Ed Reed.
Yeah, this is like
Ed
Reed. This is like Ed Reed.
Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne's up there.
Marshall Faulk. Oof.
Cordell
Stewart.
Oof. Cordell?
Yeah.
Where's Slash go to high school?
From New Orleans.
What? Damn, that's badass. I didn't know that.
Tay has this Russell Dickerson video ready if y'all want to watch it. Anybody trying to pronounce Louisiana street names that aren't from Louisiana is really funny to me.
Yeah, let's see this.
Okay.
We're from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we have some tough.
I just saw that. I don't feel like I could say that word out loud.
What is that word?
Nachacoochies.
Nachacoochies, nailed it. All right, next.
Have you seen those videos where they say yes to everything? Like you get it right.
Like
yep,
we're in a
that's
latest
yes. So good.
No, Natchitoches. Natchitoches is the correct term.
Nacogdoches.
Natchitoches, yes.
Okay.
So next word.
Tichapooties.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Chapatulas. I really wish I could just be like, yes.
Yes.
Nailed it.
You should.
But I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face.
Okay.
All right, so I got one more for you.
Okay. Achacafalea.
Yeah.
Really?
No, Achalaya. But you've been very close the entire time.
So who is that?
That's Russell Dickerson.
So
he's good looking.
So when I
Dude's
did,
jacked.
Mhm.
It's a big dude.
Army Navy in Boston. Remember we
Yeah.
had a big Sirius XM private concert, and I had to introduce artists. That was him.
Oh, nice. I like his
Yeah.
vibe.
His vibe
Also, I
is
love
great.
Nachacoochies.
Nachacoochies
That's what I'm going to start
is
calling
good.
it.
Yeah, Russell's a great
Nachacoochies.
time.
And what did he say for the Chopapoochies?
Chopapooties.
Chopapooties.
And then we were laughing after because I was like, have you ever seen Jerry Maguire? And I was like, all I could think about is like, I didn't shoplift the pootie.
All I think about with Jerry Maguire is Jonathan Lipnicki.
Yeah.
The little
so
boy?
cute. Yeah, he's just
Human
Did
head
you know
weighs
the
8
human
pounds.
weight? Yeah.
so
Cordell Stewart, John Ehret, by the way. John Ehret High School.
No way.
Marrero, yeah.
Marrero. Shout out Slash, dude.
Yeah.
So the point is, yeah, that's Pope Leo getting out of Chicago.
Yeah.
It's Marshall Faulk, Ed Reed,
Mhm.
Cordell, all wrapped up into one. Really, it's like every great. It's like every great that got out wrapped into one.
I saw a post yesterday. It said Chicago got a Pope before a 4,000-yard passer, which is just
What was the one
wild.
that I sent? What was the one that I sent in the group chat? They decided who the new pope was going to be faster than Shador got drafted.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
2 days versus 3
Yep.
days.
Yeah.
I am shocked how quickly it took. Does it normally go that fast? No way,
No.
right?
I don't think so.
I gotta watch Conclave.
You should watch The Tudors.
Yeah, I know you keep telling me that. I'm not going. I'm
Tudors
sorry.
is-
Should.
I've
It's
heard
too
it's
much of a
really
lift. There's
good.
way too many episodes.
It's amazing.
How many episodes are there? How many seasons?
I don't
A lot.
know.
Yeah, nah, get out of here. Ain't had it. Sorry. No. But I'm happy for you. But I'm not doing it.
What are you watching? Have
I
you
watched
watched The
what
Last
you
of Us yet?
tell me.
I am
watch.
trying so hard to watch Andor, but they're doing 3 episodes a week, and I'm like barely getting the episodes done before the next batch is released.
Have you not watched The Last of Us yet?
No.
Oh.
I had it spoiled for me, though.
By who? Who did that? Who did that to you?
Accidental group text, thinking everybody was on the same page.
Who?
High school group text.
Nerd?
The boys, yeah.
Dork?
Also, though, I kind of
Slapdick?
I wouldn't have expected in episode 2, but I did know slightly
Yeah.
what was coming from the game. I never played the games though, but whatever, it doesn't matter. What am I talking about? Andor's awesome though. I still haven't even watched a single of Tuesday's episodes though. I've been watching Light and Magic a little bit. That I love behind the scenes how it's made documentary, and Light and Magic's all about industrial light and magic. I was telling Knox about it last night that he needs to watch it, so tell me if he doesn't.
Oh, did you get a chance to talk with Knox?
Mhm.
How tall is he?
Yeah.
Like just grown up.
They're all grown up, dude.
They
it's
all
crazy.
look-
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know. Jackson. So Katie's sisters haven't seen Jackson like in person. God, maybe almost a year.
Yeah.
One of them walked right by him. Didn't know it was him.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
He did look
Probably
like
the mustache,
super different.
dude.
Didn't know it was
Yeah.
him. Got the crazy long hair that all
Long
the
hair,
kids are wearing. And
mustache.
Little
Ooh.
mustache.
Ooh, sounds like Dad don't like the long hair.
No, no.
I feel like that's a dad's
no, I don't mind
prerogative
long
in
hair.
life, though, is to complain about the long hair.
I like the hair. It's too big sometimes. Like, let's put a hat on and let's get some shape to it or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
you know?
my grandpa used to. My grandpa was a high and tight guy. He used to hate my hairs. He only liked my hair when it was buzzed.
I feel like that's going to be me as a dad.
Yeah.
I feel like that's you right now.
I agree.
I mean, it
feel
is
like
me
that
now.
is
Y'all
gonna
see
be
how
yours and Dad.
I keep my hair pretty short. That's that's me now.
Shout out Jackson. Shout out all the chillins. All right, when we get back, guys, let's close out this week with a little Ask the Bench. F the Hogs. More OTB coming up next.
Off the bench.
I want you to go to Trash Rangers, trashrangers.com. If you live in Livingston or Ascension Parish, you're lucky because you get to make a choice about who handles your residential pickup. You want Trash Rangers. And if you're a small business owner anywhere in the listening area, we got you, man. You need a front load dumpster. You need to empty twice a week. Great. 3 times a week. Great. 4, 5, 6?
No.
We got you. Don't worry. Okay? What if you got a big project? I mean, a big front load dumpster, roll-off dumpster, roll-off dumpster, like 10, 15, 30 yards. Again, best prices. They drop it off. They pick it up. They're the best. TrashRangers.com.
Yep. When you go to the website, you also see the phone number, 225-363-9053. Give them a call. 3 different sizes of roll-off dumpsters. You tell them what your project is, your home, your business, what size you're going to need. They'll know immediately as soon as you tell them what it is. TrashRangers.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Back at it, where sports talk meets pure chaos. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Shout out to Boudreaux's Electrical, guys. Boudreaux's Electrical, your premier Generac home generator dealer. Welcome to never losing power again. by getting the Generac home generator from Boudreaux's. Great financing options available. Family-owned operations since 1982. And look, everybody's treated like a VIP at Boudreaux's. 24/7 monitoring to make sure your system's ready to go when you need it. Boudreaux's Electrical, Boudreaux's Electrical. Boudreaux's Electric, Boudreaux'sElectrical.com. So here's a Hunt Palmer tweet. Against Tennessee and Texas A&M, Cade Anderson and Anthony Ianson have combined for 28 innings pitched, 18 hits, 6 earned runs, 45 Ks, 11 walks. It's a 1.93 ERA. Says Tennessee, A&M, and Arkansas may be the 3 most talented lineups in the country. If they keep it going this weekend, it is very real. So I'm going to watch for tonight. Ask the Bench. Brought to you by Dos Equis. Best football number that can fit any position.
I mean, offensive line.
Yeah, like you're limited
or the
there.
most. Let's say the most positions. By definition, it has to be a single digit.
No.
I like 10. 10's clean.
10 is pretty clean.
I think
actually.
11 was going to be my answer.
11's a good one, too.
I think we'll go 10. Actually, tell you, you've convinced me. I like your answer better.
I think
than mine.
like a middle linebacker wearing 11. We've seen it at Penn State.
Good. That looks good.
Quarterback wearing 11.
That looks good.
BTJ wearing 11.
Yeah.
The receiver looks good.
That's true. 11 strong, too.
I really like 10 to 12. Like that range. That's good.
Ask the Bench, Buddy Hield or Coach Teef? Coach Teef, always.
I mean,
Buddy's pretty hot right now in the
yeah,
playoffs.
Teef hadn't done nothing yet.
Ask the Bench, favorite thing to do on a rainy day? Sleep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, watch a movie.
Sleep, but just like,
TV, something.
Oh, God.
Yeah. In bed, popcorn.
I used to get
Die Hard 2 on the TV. Maybe.
I used to get so
Because
hyped
it's on
as a
TBS
kid.
and you stop on it.
I used to get so hyped as a kid because I knew my mom couldn't force me outside or wouldn't. Like, yes! Video games all day. Let's go.
Oh, we had such a different childhood.
I know. My little brother was like you. He always wanted to be outside,
Yeah.
run around, play. I just wanted to play video games all day.
You and my older brother,
Yeah.
same. And I was just like, can we please go outside and play football in the front yard?
Ask the Bench. Does Mizzou get a win this weekend versus Texas A&M?
No.
Ask the Bench.
That's
tells
just
us
sad.
no.
That's
How
just sad.
funny
Pulmonary
would that be?
Should Coach Maneri be fired after last night's 24-2 loss to Auburn?
He
I
should.
mean, yeah.
He should quietly retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should quiet quit.
No, he tripping over the bats
Why
a couple
no?
weeks ago.
Said-
Why
Like,
no?
What?
Why are you saying no?
He's got to try for at least one more year.
It's
T-Bob.
been bad. Did you hear what he said the
He
other day?
retired. I'm not.
I know.
The other
I know.
day
it
he
has
said-
a very less miles at Kansas. Feel.
It is.
The other day he said, I underestimated the talent in the SEC.
Bro, you.
I'm like, you've coached at
in the
LSU for
SEC
15 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's not just
To
losing
me,
the
the
games.
craziest thing about South Carolina's decision is just that, like, we're in the NIL era. You kind of got to go with, like, somebody who's come up in this.
Yeah, this isn't Paul Maneri's fault. It's South Carolina's fault for hiring him.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. This is good. Did Gritty Jake insist on the Lugnuts finishing practice before the party foolishness? Yes. The Lugnuts actually practiced during the party.
Yeah, including my son.
Memphis is learning over there how to learn. He's learned how to pitch. They're about to be into kid pitch here.
Yeah.
Coming up this weekend. The Lugnuts got it in. And then I saw them break it down and get very excited they could finally go play.
You and I were laughing, T, because like we were looking at the practice and T-Bob goes, look at the Lugnuts. They got a pitching coach. They got a hitting coach over here.
Bro,
and
I
I'm looking. I'm like, Jake Hester's got a nutrition coach somewhere around here. Like, I'm like, you got the whole staff.
Well, they're thinking ahead.
Full ass staff.
I'm the defensive coach. I align
There
the
you go,
defense.
dude. There you go.
Yeah.
You calling shifts?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No way.
Not shifts, but I'm placing people. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
You got to.
Based off what the team does the game before.
What do you have analytics on the guy? You know where
Yes.
no way, dude. No.
Absolutely, I do.
I guess there's a reason why Lugnuts win.
Like, hey, look, like I told
It
her
ain't by accident.
Like I told our head coach, a guy that looks like me probably shouldn't play 6 years in the NFL. There's, I had to come up with different ways to stay alive.
True. And it worked out. We're going to have the Lugnuts too. Ask the Bench. Would you rather a Chinese buffet or sushi?
Chinese
buffet.
Chinese buffet. Like, there's no better fat boy meal than Chinese.
Yeah.
Just not. Doesn't matter. It's the most comfort food that you can have. If you're having a bad day, if you're stuck in Atlanta for 3 days, have Chinese. It'll make you, for at least 15 minutes, forget about everything.
Ask the Bench. Sports content of today's show was 17.3% good or bad. I think it was the perfect show after that, after last night, celebration, come in here, just have some fun hanging out on a Friday. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Ask the Bench.
I like to think that we
I apologize. I left early. I feel like I was starting to space out.
So some people have like energy batteries that when they deplete, they're just done.
Yeah.
You had very clearly run out of batteries.
Yeah, I ran out of battery.
I could tell. I was like, and I'm always like, is she mad at me? And I'm like, no, I'm just exhausted.
I think I started to like space out at one point. I was like, yeah, I gotta get out.
You should just like moving forward, just give us like a countdown. Like when we first see you, just hold up 5 fingers, and then every time you walk by us, maybe just 4.
Okay,
Get like
that way we know you're not mad.
You know, like when an iPhone.
Sorry,
battery,
I wasn't mad at anybody.
You know when like an iPhone battery hits the red.
Yeah.
Just to get a sticker to slap on your forehead.
Yeah, like it's on red. Yeah.
Just like,
That's so funny.
Cool.
You see Elijah coming. Oh damn.
We were all in the hotel room, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go back to my room. And this girl Bree was like, Alondra's peopled out.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
straight up.
It happens.
It does happen. Does Jake use a glove or just his bare mitts?
I got a glove.
Hell yeah.
A glove out there.
Do Jake and the coach staff be wearing full uniforms?
No.
They wear lug nuts gear, but not full uniforms.
Yeah,
that's lame. Y'all need to be in full unis.
Let me show up to the next one full uni.
Please wear a full lug nut uniform. Go Tigers, F the Hogs!
Off the Bench.
YourGoodwood.com. YourGoodwood.com, guys. God, please show up in full uniform. That'd be so funny.
And stay like in coaching mode. Like,
yes.
say now, here we go.
Yes,
you're on it.
Yes,
you're on it.
Yes. Have Katie film you. Be mic'd up the entire time. That'd be a really good Instagram video, actually.
I'll do it.
Guys, YourGoodwood.com, okay? Great health, better sex, best life. That's what we doing in 2025, man. We're going to get our lab strong. We're going to figure out where we're deficient. We're going to get a custom plan put together for us to get us where we want to be. So if you're suffering from ED, low T, low energy, get it fixed with Goodwood.
Go to YourGoodwood.com. Like T said, you can kind of schedule everything right there. You can check a list of things they can help you out with. But I encourage you, pick up the phone, give them a call, tell them what you're going through so you can start that plan to get you back on a better path. 225-4GD-WOOD.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned